Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the alpha. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, you want it all. This ain't a blood on blood, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my pressure. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em the it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the live. Much love to you guys on this Sunday, man. Just touching down with the family and dropping some game and sharing a little information on the Pelicans. Not much shaking and baking right now. A lot of rumorville happening right now with our pals, but I just wanted to tap in with the family on this Sunday. So I hope you guys are having a splendid day or weekend, rather, as this was a good weekend. Then next weekend you get a short weekend. 4th of July falls on a Thursday, so you get a few days there to kick it with the family, to catch up on your work, to catch up on your sleep, to get your workout routine back, and perhaps we'll talk more about what's going on with our Pelicans, and this could happen over today or into the day. So a lot of stuff twisting and turning rumorville for our Pelicans, man. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you being in the live. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. Shout out to my people on X. Shout out to my people on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Much love to all of you guys. PPR in here representing the flocking nation. Stand up, Pale Nation. We up in this thing. So big ups to you guys, man. Listen, all this stuff twisting and turning, man. A lot of rumors circulating around, all kind of stuff. Let's cover it, man, because we're gonna cover that as DC joins us. Shout out to you, DC. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well, man.
You over there cooking you some curry, my brother? How you doing?
Start a free. Nah, I was trying to buy some, bro, because you told me you wouldn't make none. Say you ran out of sugar, so you can't make no curry. It's like, damn.
And I did not tell you that. I said I was gonna bring. You asked to bring some honey. I said I'm not using your no weird alien honey. I will make the curry.
I don't want no Walmart honey, bro. I don't support them.
It's not Walmart doesn't have a name brand. Their brand Walmart honey, my brother, is just regular honey. And I don't even shop at Walmart, so I don't know why you would say that. So anyway,
where you got the honey from?
Okay, none of that.
Sam's.
None of your business. All right, so anyway, here we go. This DC with this crazy pineapple talk. Here we go. All right, so anyway, now on the stream, much love to the fam. All right, so anytime DC get to talking crazy, man, I just call it.
Man, you asked me a crazy ass question. I came to talk sports. You talking about what I'm cooking and all this here.
Anytime DC get to talking crazy, man, I just call it crazy.
AQ and his damn shenanigans.
All right, so anyway, here we go, man, as we get it going in the show, man. Let's start off this particular item, man, of news, man, as we get it going. And this was one of the ones we, talked about. We went over during the stream. Is that this was reposted here from Michael Scolo, who's an insider at Hoop Hype. The Pelicans expressed trade interest in Wendell Carter Jr. If the Pelicans if the Magic pursue Isaiah Hartenstein in free agency, many rival executives expect Carter to become available. Now, of course, we've known, this, we talked about the Wendell Carter chip. We even went into the fact to talk about Isaac as a potential fit for Willie Green's system as well. So, I mean, we've kind of went over a lot of this stuff because the Pelicans are doing their due diligence to improve the center position. As you can see, the Pelicans got DeJounte Murray early on, and now they're going striking to see if they can get a good big to go there as, and Messi ends up going off the bench. So that'll be interesting as well. So anyway, we keep it going and moving and grooving. Let's go to this one right here from NBA Central. Another Rumorville article posted up is that the Warriors could shift their focus to Zach LaVine or BI, says Jake Fisher. The option range across a spectrum of upside from sending out picks, for Brandon Ingram to potentially acquiring Zach LaVine, who Chicago is basically trying to give away. They're trying to give Zach LaVine away with a first-round draft pick, and they are no takers right now. So
you believe that, man? That's hard to believe. Zach LaVine, I know he had a lot of ups and downs and injuries, but like, damn, they're trying to give a first-round pick from Chicago too. You know what I'm saying? They pick pretty high. And
right.
Nobody won't take Zach LaVine for. I don't know if I believe that one, man. That sounds a little crazy.
Well, I did preference a DC by saying that it is Rumorville. Yeah. So okay, so there we go. All right. So let's that's very interesting as well. And I see DC kind of let me move on with that. So anyway, but if no deals emerge, the Warriors indeed lose Klay Thompson or Golden State League personnel currently believe will occur. The Warriors are considering their best option. So the Warriors are looking at BI as well. And like I said, fam, when all this opens, free agency, it's a top layer of guys, and then there's a moment where you just drop off the clips to the next range of guys. So it's a clump of people that are good, and then after that, it's a severe drop in talent. So when those first few people move off into the sunset and they are signed, then stuff like the BI thing is going to open up, and trade rumors are going to be aplenty for BI. Also, this was another one just to share with the family members as well, is that this one, sources confirmed that the Sacramento Kings are pursuing a trade for Brandon Ingram. I'm told Kings have had discussions with the Pelicans, and it's worth noting that Ingram was an emerging star under Elvin Gentry, who works in the Kings front office. So there you go. And he works in there giving out tickets. But this is the reality, man. So many different people, and this is coming from Sean Cunningham, who works for Sacramento Kings Radio. He's a reporter out there in Cali. So a lot of this is twisting and turning in many positive ways, man. And at some point you want to say that the nod will be given and the Pelicans will land with a certain person. So anyway, before we get on away from this particular article,
one more piece of news though, Q.
Go ahead.
James Wiseman as well is
that's right.
Is in talks and has mutual interest of joining us, which I wouldn't be mad at that, man. I think that'd be a perfect buy low, high upside possibly guy. You ain't got to expect a whole bunch out of him. We go get a starting center. I think it could work out well if he hits. Let's say he hits and Messi is he's a bust. You really don't care,
And the reality is, James Wiseman had that they declined that almost $16 million qualifying offer. So
people saying he's gonna get the minimum. I think he get a little. We probably wind up having to pay him a little more than the minimum.
Yeah, but that was
people saying he was bad over there in Detroit, man. I gotta go watch some tape. I haven't watched him.
Well, I mean, he was DC, a guy that people they picked. So who was it? A Golden State picked him up in the first round, at the back of the first round several years ago, and then he kind of moved on. I think he averaged like 8 points a game last year for the Pistons in extended moments for them. So very interesting, man, to kind of talk about The Pelicans looking at James Wiseman. Now he's a legit 7-footer. Let me see if I could pull James Wiseman's profile up here right quick. Give me a second, family. Pull Wiseman's profile up. Because very interesting, man, for the Pelicans to be looking at him. But they're doing their due diligence just in case something falls through the floor. And Wiseman could be the guy who can work for him for next to nothing. Here it is right here. Wiseman, 7 points, 5.3 rebounds last year for Detroit. So there you go.
How many minutes?
He played decent minutes last year. Let me see if I can pull his minutes up here. 2023, 17 minutes a game. 17 minutes of contest, 7 rebounds. Like I said, about 5.3 rebounds.
So that should be almost should be a double per 36.
Well, and he's still young. He's just 23.
Be like what 10 and 5 is 17. So
and
he's probably be like 11, 12 rebounds, 18 points per 36 minutes.
He moves
36 minutes.
And he's a big guy, 6'11", 240 plus pounds. He moves pretty decently too. So and
he can shoot the 3 ball a little bit. He ain't great at it, but he actually can stretch the floor a little too.
Right. He has been working on that. That's true. So yeah, this is a very interesting piece too to talk about with him. And also another big to talk about is New Orleans Pelicans.
Shout out to Kai the Great, man. I'm saying what he said. The Spurs. It looks like they're going to be getting Chris Paul. So Chris Paul is intending to sign with the San Antonio Spurs. League sources tell NBA on TNT and Bleacher Report. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kai. A great shout out to you, brother. Well, that means Chris Paul's coming back to he's coming back to the Southwest Division. That's pretty much it. I mean, he's a floor general. He might not play a lot, but having him.
They got Chris Paul. We got DeJounte Murray. We swapped the point guard from 2009, and we got the 2021 point guard.
There you go. All right. So anyway, like we're gonna talk about this one is Isaiah Stewart. There was rumors circulating around. Aaron Johnson was the one that tweeted this out about New Orleans being interested in Isaiah Stewart for a possible replacement. Other bigs that have been on New Orleans radars for several transaction cycles: the Pistons' Isaiah Stewart and the Magic's Wendell Carter Jr., according to the sources, which are Jake Fisher. So a lot of things going on, family, right now with potential candidates. You can see who the Pelicans are looking at to try to improve upon the team. BI is a trade chip that is out there right now, and they're trying to do their due diligence to get the right move for him. So this is going to be fun and interesting as we continue to move forward, man. So a lot of positive stuff is popping for the Pelicans.
Another piece of news that may impact the Magic deal. You got Caldwell Pope. From the Denver Nuggets, he went to the Magic for $66 million.
That's right.
And they still got Mo Wagner, the brother of Franz Wagner, the center that they like. He opted out of his $8 million a year deal. Mm-hmm. So he's in free agency too. So they're gonna have to try and sign him. And I think they're at about $27 to $30 million right now. So I'm not sure how much the Magic are in the BI sweepstakes is still. So we still got Cleveland out there. You ain't hearing nothing about them. And you got Sacramento. So I don't know, man. I'm starting to think maybe the Magic are off the board as one of those potential teams.
Could be. It could be, but they might be an interesting trade team if you need it. We'll see, man, how it goes.
Because also Hartenstein is he's in contract negotiations right now with the OKC Thunder.
That's right.
So I don't know if they can go after him.
Yeah, and that's the Thunder reaching out trying to get Hartenstein.
That's a smart move by them too, man.
It is a very smart move. They've been doing some stuff, man. They got rid of. I see something today, man. What? People on X is so crazy, man. I seen this. They rebranded Josh Giddey as P. Giddey. And I was like, "Oh man, Giddey! Oh Lord, that's something else." It's kind of funny to me, man. They got P. Giddey. They got P. Giddey out of there, man, and sent him up to Chi-Town, and then they got Caruso in his place. So very positive, man. for what the OKC is doing. They're trying to land Hartenstein. That'll be a big hustle guy to go along with that, man. They're not playing, man. We gotta swing for the fences, and the Pelicans with the DeJounte Murray trade was solid, and depending on who they're working on right now. So it's a lot of movement going on. So anyway, let's kind of do a little brief recap before we go into the article that I got posted behind this. But first, we'll look at some of the latest moves here that's been happening. DC did talk about the move. The Magic will be a team to watch for Hartenstein. He talked about that. Golden State Warriors waived Chris Paul. We heard about that. James Harden is planning to return to the Clippers on a 2-year, $70 million deal. A lot of people not happy about that. Harden.
Who's returning? James Harden?
Yes, DC. You got to put your ears. All right.
I ain't have my listening ears on. I'm sorry.
Okay, brother. DC with the crazy pineapple talk going crazy today. All right. So Luke
really? I ain't even saying nothing crazy yet.
You said something crazy early in the stream. All right, Cornette.
You asked me what I was cooking. That was you bringing up food. You must be hungry.
I'm not hungry, brother. I'm okay. All right. I cooked already. We good over here, brother.
I know you do like 85 podcasts, bro. I know you get hungry a lot, bro. All that talking.
Hey, brother. Potting is like it's nutrition, brother. It's like Prama. You know what Prama is, DC? You know what Prama is, brother? That's what podcasting is, brother. Let's go. All right. Got you. If I say it's like Prama, what's wrong with DC, man? Senator Luke Barnett has agreed on a 1-year deal to return to the Celtics. All right, there you go. All right, Klay Thompson plans to have discussions with the Mavericks. We talked about this on other stream, and the Lakers, Clippers, and the 76ers and free agency. Thompson has spent his 13-year career with Golden State. That will be fun. The Jazz are planning to waive their backup center, Omer Yurtseven. Adrian Wojnarowski averaged almost 5 points per game last season. Kevin Love goes back to Miami on a 2-year deal. That's kicked out there by Tim Bontemps.
Yo, Big Q.
Yeah. Hey, Lex, what's going on?
What's going on with you? I think you should know what's going on with JV right now.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yes.
JV just got signed.
JV.
He got signed to the Wizards for $30 million.
Oh, he went to the Wizards.
How much? 30 million for how many years?
I think 3.
What?
DC.
Yeah, Woj just reported that Jonas Valanciunas has agreed on a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Washington Wizards.
Go ahead, Big V. I wish we got
Big V. Yeah, we could have for 10 mil, man. We could have kept him, man. He worked 10 mil.
I mean, we could have traded.
Well, the Lakers didn't get him because they were looking at him.
They was looking. LeBron wanted
the Lakers looking at everybody, man.
But you know, hey, man, they always got a chance though. That's the thing about them. You always got to look at them as a threat.
Well, you're hearing the new rumors now. They talking about the Lakers with Trae Young and your boy from Chicago and Klay.
Shout out to Big V, man.
But you know
Big
what
V,
though?
Man. Shout out to Big V.
Alex Sarr and JV next to each other. They got a nice front court.
Yeah. Alex Sarr is a great help defender for JV, or he appears to be. Yeah.
They got
a nice starting point though. You know what I'm saying?
They got some new leadership over there. Cooking and booking, doing some stuff, man, trying to shake it up over there.
Why would they trade Denny Alpagier though? I mean, who they replacing him with? I would assume they're still not trying to win because I don't know why they got off.
They did trade
as like the Portland Trailblazers. But what were you saying, BQ? My bad.
They did trade to get Malcolm Brogdon up there, so you get Brogdon.
Okay.
They got Brogdon.
That might be good for Poole, man. Having Brogdon over that might help him.
They have him. They have well, let's see. They also got they got a few people there. Bilal Coulibaly is another dude there. Old Johnny Davis is not stepping up and doing his thing. Rashard Holmes, Kyle Kuzma still there. Tyus Jones, I think he a free agent, but they got a few people, but they're trying to do something, man. They're trying to build it going forward. So Wizards trying to do some moves. Big V helps.
And Big Q, like I told you, Chris Paul signed for guess how much money? Remember we had that ongoing back. He don't play for cheap. He don't play for 1 year, $11 million, bro.
Can you afford to? I mean, you couldn't afford him anyway, could you?
We couldn't afford him now after the trade.
Right.
But we were talking about possibly having him come back and be off the bench and stuff. For 11 mil, he would have been worth it for that.
Well,
we don't have no need for him now with DeJounte.
Right. I don't know. We don't need to go back to that. Unless he wants to sign for a one-day deal to retire as a Pelican. That's the only time.
I don't know how he feels about us. If he would even want to do that.
No.
He might want to retire a Clipper. That was his best year.
He didn't have he didn't have a good rap when he was here. I mean, wasn't the fans like booing him like really bad?
No. The fans never booed Chris Paul when he played here. They booed him.
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like when he was with Phoenix.
Yeah, when he was with Phoenix, because of stuff that happened on the court. He was hitting people in the nuts and all type of crazy stuff, man. So the people responded to that.
Yeah, with Herb, he was doing all that sucker shit.
Yeah, he was talking all crazy. It didn't start off that way, but that lasted his whole time in Phoenix after that playoff run. Before that, Chris Paul came home, man. Everybody clapped for Chris Paul all his years with the Clippers and everything. Nobody was ever mad about him leaving the Hornets at the time, because we didn't have an owner. Like, why would we be mad at him leaving? The man left. Nobody knew what the team was going to do. So,
I mean,
nobody was mad at him until Phoenix.
I'm not mad at Chris Paul at all. Even the sucker shit he did in the Phoenix game, he was doing what he was doing. But it's not like he Eric Gordon or somebody. You know what I'm saying? We still like.
Yeah, they was cheating, bro. You had your boy coming off the bench and touching people, and who that was? Book. Chris Paul running around doing all type of antics, man. Everybody been booing him ever since then for that, because how they was cheating in series and showing favoritism to them.
But shout out to Big V, man, for getting this bag, man. Big
he got
V,
way more.
Yeah. Shout out to Big V.
He wanted 25, didn't he? He ended up getting 5 more on top of that.
Right. That shout out to Big V, man. Whoever the hell his agent was. 3 years, $30 million. Well, that's basically what, $10 million a year?
That's $10 million a year. I think you don't think he could have got better than that?
I mean,
he is up in age. He about 31.
Maybe the years. And that was the thing too, because maybe they wanted Lakers wanted like maybe a year or so, and he got 3 years from them, a little longevity there for Big V.
But you know what though? It's really something, because he got that, and you look at what what CJ got. I mean, obviously, when you're on your way out the door, obviously you pass your prime and stuff. You want your retirement plan. So I think with him, I mean, that's what he's thinking about. You know
we could have got something for Valanciunas, man.
Well, I mean, there is still a way. I think, because him and Najee, they still might be eligible for like that sign and trade thing. You know how you be losing a guy and then they wind up in these trade deals. So they might be able to throw him in one of those deals or something and use him as like cap relief. I don't think we would get anything from the Wizards, but maybe they could add him, in the Atlanta deal and ship him over or something like that. Because that deal still isn't done, Big Q.
Right, I get you. Till the 6th. All right, big ups to DJ State of the Pels. JV went to Washington, ton of work, Wizards. Thank you, DJ, for the update, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, the Lakers wasn't getting them 3 years. They run their roster like the Squid Games, bro.
Right, that's
reshuffling it every year.
Yeah, Big V went with what he perceived to be stability. 3 years, $10 million a year.
Yeah.
For 3 years, he'll be there. And, the team will be counting on him, and he could be able to help them.
Yeah,
he can help them. Go ahead, Lex.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, and plus the fact that he has JV's available. You know what I'm saying? That's one strong suit that he has. Like,
right,
if you're available, that really does count. And he's a double guy, so he was well deserving of that. Well deserving, but he's definitely going to be used. So
yes,
that has to be a good feeling, because I mean, we know how his usage rate was here. So
I don't know, Lex. They also they gave Rashawn Holmes what is it? Looks like $12.5 million, right? So they signed him back as well. That's another center.
He ain't
Might
really
be
a
competing
center.
with the minutes.
Small ball five, but
Right.
I don't know. I mean, he's a
Mhm.
veteran though. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the Wizards, they need strong veteranship. You know what I'm saying? So
Who's the coach out there?
they switched out the coach. It was Unseld Jr.,
Mhm.
but he moved to an office role, and they gave it. I think they did that in the middle of the season, but I forget the guy's name. But I know before they did it was Unseld Jr.
Let me look that up right quick because I forgot whoever the Washington coach is. Brian Keefe. Is that Brian Keefe, the former Utah Jazz slow ass forward they used to have back in the day? Is that who the guy is?
I
That
don't know.
name sounds familiar. Brian Keefe. Brian Keefe. That sounds familiar. I think that is Brian Keefe. Used to play for Utah back in the day. Yeah, that's who the new coach is, Brian Keefe. All right, so we'll see what they got going on, man. But that's a very positive situation for Valanciunas to be in, and they do have some talent if they can stay healthy. Maybe they can scrape the bottom of the Eastern Conference. I mean, perhaps the get up to 9 or 10 or something like that if they can stay healthy. I don't know what they're going to do with Jordan Poole, but they do have a distributor of the ball in Malcolm Brogdon. They have a scorer in Jordan Poole. They have Kyle Kuzma there. You get Big V. And they got a few young guns in there like Coulibaly and a few of these other dudes. So perhaps the Washington is finally heading in the right direction to be hitting on something. And then we still got a lot of stuff going on. Trades could happen. We'll see how it all twists and turns. And then, of course,
enough of the Wizards and how they could work their magic, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, the Southwest Division is beefing up, y'all.
Yeah, we anticipated that.
I mean,
which would be really
I know
weird
we
if
did, but you know, the fact that CP3 went to the Spurs, and then Dallas, the Dallas Mavericks are looking at Clay.
They're trying to get Clay.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna get him from LA. LA, he's actually responding and saying he's intrigued by the idea of playing with LeBron. So I think they're in the works of trying to figure that out. LeBron saying he will take less money for somebody like Clay.
Yeah, I saw that.
They actually did mention JV in there too, but
yeah. And
so I think Clay is all but a Laker. And I know Clay got to be a little petty, man. What better way to stick it to the Warriors to go right over there in LA and play, some good ball. So I know he probably thinking like that, man.
Well, the Warriors are like failing in free agency right now.
They're trying to get Paul George.
Yeah, they over, Lex. The Warriors are over. They can't get him.
They can't get him
because they would have to. Their money is jacked up, and they tried to send a trade of Kuminga, Moses Moody, a first round pick, Chris Paul, and I think somebody else just to like match the salaries. And the Clippers denied it.
Yeah,
the Clippers said we would rather get nothing.
Yeah, they didn't want to
trade Paul George.
They in the same division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they in the same division, so they didn't want that. So they basically the Clippers were being petty.
I ain't mad at it, man. It worked for us.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Paul George got to look at going to the East Coast, man.
Yeah, the 76ers are really looking at him.
Who else could get him other than Philly? I think Orlando kind of is messing himself up with the Pope thing, but they say he's supposed to interview with him in between Monday, and he's out there actually in Orlando fishing right now. Paul George is posting pictures of him on a boat in Orlando fishing. So,
Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting.
We got new accents coming in?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, okay. Yes, we very interesting today. Very interesting. What's wrong?
Very much. Very much.
Who's this guy?
Who's what guy?
I don't know.
Where's on the guy?
He's not weird, man.
We gonna get with it. We gonna get with it.
You can get jiggy with this shit.
Okay. Go back to Jamaica.
You got one move, man. One move. All right. So shout out to the fam, man. Shout out to my brother Kyle T. Mosley and the Pelican Scoop. He dropped this article not too long ago. Sacramento Kings reportedly discussing with the New Orleans Pelicans a trade for Brandon Ingram. Now I'm gonna go over this article, and I want the family members to chime in and let me know how you guys feel about BI going back to the West Coast, and what should be the proper piece to come back if that is a thing. You see what I'm saying? So you talking BI, we're not going, we got to have a serious player for that. Sacramento Kings are reportedly pursuing a trade for Brandon Ingram, according to Sean Cunningham, Kings beat writer for Fox 40, KTXL. And you can see the tweet right there. Sacramento Kings pursuing the trade for Ingram. I'm told Kings have had discussions, this is past tense, with Pelicans. It is worth noting Ingram was the emerging star under Elvin Gentry, who works in the front office. Cunningham posted on X, I'm told Kings have had the discussions. Ingram, who's 26, has been the subject of trade talks since this week's NBA draft. Hoop Heights writer add, the Kings have separately dangled a general trade package somewhere around the league, including Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, the number 13 pick, which turned out to be Devin Carter, future draft picks in years to come as a trade bait during the NBA draft, according to league sources. Now, New Orleans completed a blockbuster trade with Atlanta for guard DeJounte Murray and in exchange for Larry Nance Jr., Dyson Daniels, EJ Liddell, the 2025 first-round pick via the Lakers, and the 2027 first-round pick, least favorable Bucks Pels. Also, EJ Liddell, according to Andrew Lopez, is somewhere in the mixture of that particular deal too, which according to Bobby Marks won't be fully finalized until the 6th of this month, I want to say it is. So, July 6th. So there you go for that. And let me get y'all guys' perspective on this, because this, out of all of the trade speculation or the teams that's interested in BI, this one to me seems like something, seems like a really interesting move. So Lex, what you think about a potential trade BI going out to the West Coast for Sacramento? What should we get back in return? What do you realistically think we're going to get?
Okay, right off top, who do they have that we want? Because
Keegan Murray, but they probably won't give him up.
Keegan Murray.
But other than that, the front court needs help. So
they ain't got
who's
no
available in the front court? I know the Pelicans are looking at Wendell Carter Jr., but it's like who do the Kings have that's going to help fill out the rest of the roster? Because right now the Pelicans need to beef up the front court. That's like depleted right now.
Sabonis.
So they're going to give up Sabonis?
I don't think. If they do, call it in, man. Hurry up and call it in.
Because wouldn't you think Sabonis is a part of their core? Now I know Fox, they offered him an extension, and Fox has, he's holding off on the extension because he wants to see what the direction and vision is.
What could it be?
Realistically,
I don't know, but I guess they want to have Brandon, Sabonis, and Fox. Maybe that would be it or something, but Alex Lynn?
They just signed Alex Lynn. They're not going to
trade. They just signed him? Okay.
And they got rid of Davion
Mitchell. Anybody else doesn't make sense though.
You don't have to look at it. You don't have to look at it that way though, Lex.
Just tell us.
They can take in those picks, and they could add another team, and potentially go and get a center that way. They don't have to get a center from them. What I've always,
right? You talking about a 3-team trade?
Yeah, because they got two guys that are valuable for them that I know they wouldn't mind getting rid of. You got Harrison Barnes and Kevin Huerter. I wouldn't mind having Harrison Barnes on this team. I'm not gonna lie. Harrison Barnes would kill us every time we played them people most of the time, man, for years. I think he's an excellent guy to have come off the bench, and not only that, he would be a great insurance policy for if Zion get hurt. Now Kevin Herter's a really good shooter. He was with Atlanta. We really wanted him when he was with Atlanta, but I think we could maybe send him to another team with some of these centers we're looking at. You know, you package him and some picks, and you try to go get your center that way. So it just depends on how many picks they're giving you. Keegan Murray would also be an interesting option, but I can't see them giving him up. Maybe we could finesse him out of the rookie they got, Devin Carter, which I like him. Defensive-minded guy. He's a Willie type guy. Jose Alvarado, his contract is coming up. Are we going to keep him as our backup point guard? I hope so, but maybe Devin Carter, somebody they look at, could take that spot. They got those three pieces, in my opinion, that I think would be on the table. Obviously, if you can get Keegan Murray or Sabonis, you do it. Would have said De'Aaron Fox before we got DeJounte Murray. I don't see how De'Aaron Fox would work now, but if we come out of the deal, man, with Harrison Barnes and some type of way they ship Herter or ship Darren Carter and a pick or something, and we still wind up with a pick back for the future, and we get our center, I think you would have to consider that a win.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes don't do it for me. And you said he's a Pelicans killer?
He has been.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes then went for like 30 on us and walked up outside the head and been the reason that they won.
How many wins did he get against the Pels this season?
Not this year, Lex.
So you as good as your last hit. So
that Lexxah with this. That Lexxah with this 80s drug talk.
He didn't kill the Pels. None
you
of them
good as your last hit.
Okay, so
it's better than that crazy pineapple talk you get involved in DC for real.
That's 80s drug talk. That's all right, bro.
Thank you. Look, hey man,
and you just a babbling buffoon.
Hey, if you're talking about Harrison Barnes coming off the bench, in that case, give me Malik Monk. Give me
Malik Monk just signed a 4-year, $78 million deal, so that would be a real good value.
I know he did. So if we want somebody coming off the bench,
Malik Monk would be awesome, but what the hell are you doing with CJ? Are you gonna put Malik Monk and CJ out there? I don't think they got enough basketballs.
Hold on, DC. Let her finish her talk on it.
Oh no, well shoot, we can move brother CJ too. Look, I'm not too keen on 33 mil coming out the bench. I'm definitely not keen as far as him in the starting lineup, but especially off the bench. No, 33 mil, man, you need to send that situation.
Well, I don't know who we send him to, at least right now. Orlando was a team I looked at. You seen what they paid for Caldwell Pope. I mean, CJ is definitely yes, depending on how you want to look at it.
Defense.
Not an upgrade or upgrade over him, but I always saw them as a potential team that might have took a chance on him. I don't know where the hell you send him now.
I just think there's better options as far as, with Barnes. It's nothing against him. I don't know.
You're not doing it for Barnes. You're doing it because this is a team that's willing to pay Brandon Ingram $52 million. Who out there is willing to give him this extension that he wants? You have to keep that in mind too while you're doing this move. Because although I know a lot of teams may want Brandon Ingram, okay, you don't want to do anything with Sacramento. So are you gonna go over to the Warriors? The Warriors might be interested.
They're definitely interested.
We possibly can you do something with the Heat? So what are you trying to get Jimmy Butler from the Heat? Like, you got Philly. I think Harrison Barnes, some picks, Kevin Herter trying to get us in. I think that sounds a lot better than just getting those picks from Philly.
Well, I mean, Philly right now, they focus is Paul George. They ain't even thinking about Brandon right now. He's like their second or third option.
But boy, when Brandon,
if it doesn't go through with Paul George,
right, and when Paul George lands, boy, all the targets is gonna be on BI. Golden State's gonna be looking at.
Oh
BI.
Yeah, so his value gonna go up.
Yeah, so
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen, man. Boy, when Paul George finally land, BI gonna be the hottest thing in the NBA to get.
Hotter than fish grease.
Be hotter than fish grease and and grilled pineapples. DC, it's gonna be hot, dog. It's gonna be hot. All right.
The grilled pineapples don't sound that hot, Q.
All right. Well, you ate them, so you know what time it is. So let's keep
They
it
don't sound very hot, bro. You know.
I hear DC. All right. I hear, brother. But anyway,
You the
man,
one told me about the pineapple curry.
yes, I did. Okay.
You
Yes,
you are a pineapple extraordinary yourself, sir.
I know about pineapple.
Showed me the videos about fried pineapples and everything.
Like you didn't know, you already knew about all that.
I ain't know nothing about that.
You just be faking the funk. That's what you do, DC. Sometimes you be just playing.
Man, I ain't faking no phone. I don't know nothing about that.
That's what you do. You be faking the funk. All right. So anyway, enough DC crazy pineapple talk. Let's go back to the chat and see what's shaking with you guys. How do you guys feel about where Brandon Ingram lands? Y'all let me know. Maybe I should put a poll up. There's so many different options out there with BI. If obviously the Pelicans looking to move him, what do you guys think? You know, Melo Paul's on that. Yeah. All right. So, all right, let's keep it going, man. Yeah. All right, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all let me know in the chat, man. What do y'all think Brandon Ingram ends up? And what should be the fair trade for BI? Here's your chance, fam. Speak up. Let me know what you think about that. All right. Nick's 100 GM says, yes, Kessler would be a good fit for y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Okay. It's a good time to be a Knicks supporter. Ain't no doubt about it right now. The Knicks is showing up and showing out, man. Mm-hmm. You know, good. They've been non-relevant for many years. It's good to see the Knicks relevant again in the Eastern Conference. That's for sure. All right. YBG Don, you dig, says Portland for 8. And I don't mind. All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Carlito says whatever.
Jeremiah Grant is in talks with the Lakers, allegedly, about them trading their small forward Q to the Lakers. So maybe Portland could open up.
Yeah. I'm hearing about that too, DC. That's not being mentioned a lot either about Jeremy Grant. So it'll
Portland
be
reckless too. I can see them giving us some picks. Giving us and giving us some picks.
Yeah, this is a little bit of desperation circulating around with them right now with Chauncey Billups and all them. V-Man says BI should just say F it and just be here. They can't pay him, brother. Yeah. They can't pay him, and you got Trey Murphy coming up. The time is up. We can't keep BI here.
Yeah. You can't make sense out of it money wise.
And then the performance of since FIBA, and Brandon did point all this stuff out, y'all. Like he didn't really have the best performance as a Pelican, as well as not buying in, and that came from his mouth. So yeah, I mean he had to have known that this was going to be it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was going to be the determining factor, especially if you're going to be offered a contract extension. I mean, you gotta do something about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had a whole season.
Yes.
So
it still would be weird to me too to pay DeAndre Ayton basically Brandon Ingram money. You talking about $34 million? What BI making 36? Only 2 years though he got left on his deal, but man,
a different position.
Looking more and more like Cleveland by the day, bro.
Yeah. Jason Shelby says the 3-team trade is looking like the move to get a center. Marley Mall says BI doesn't have to go home, but he has to get out of here. All right, Pelicans Nola, shout out to you. As long as he goes to the East, BI. There you go. Righteous Cato says Portland or Utah could be major sleepers. Kessler, yeah, a lot of people like Kessler.
I like Kessler. But how do we mitigate money with Utah? Because Kessler's only making like $2 million.
Kessler just going to clog up the paint.
And then also, how does it work with Mises as far as division for that? Kessler's like what, 23? You know what I'm saying? So
very young.
Kessler, is that a guy you see long term, or is he just another piece?
He don't fit the switch off stuff that Willie
He
Green.
don't fit the switch off.
He don't fit it at all.
But he's
And that's
one of the best rim protectors in the league, though, Q. But
he is.
he also
He's-
got played off the floor because he don't fit the switch off.
right. That's the point. The point is there's a lot of centers that are available via trade, but we have to find the right one that fits Willie Green's switch off philosophy. We got to remember to keep that in our minds when we start throwing around centers. It has to fit what Willie Green doing, or he's not going to play the guy. So we don't need another Valanciunas type situation here. We got to make sure we get the right guy for Willie's scheme. So that's a big now. With that being said, who is that guy that's available? Is it Wiseman? Is it
Jonathan Isaac? But he ain't available.
Jonathan Isaac? Is not. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think the Magic would give up on Jonathan Isaac, but they haven't signed him to an extension, so that is weird.
Right, he got 1 year left on a
He's been
17.
dealing with a lot of injuries though.
That's deep.
I don't care, Lex. He's so good. I'm willing to roll the dice on it, especially with us drafting the center, and you're gonna sign another serviceable center that could play. Like I'm willing to give it a try with him. You still get another center though that you probably could start. Like a veteran guy that's a borderline starter, not really. You just get one of those guys as insurance.
Oh, I do want to point something out. Mother Tasha, she came on just now. I just asked her about how she feels about the signing of Chris Paul. She's not impressed.
Oh. I mean, Chris Paul as a mentor to Stephon Castle, I don't think that's a bad idea by the Spurs. Now, if they expect him to be a point guard for the next 3-4 years, then yeah, it's a horrible move. I think they're just bringing him in
What's a
kind
1
of
year?
mentor Stephon Castle. That's who's going to be their point guard, in my opinion. They're going to see how that looks. I mean, are they really in a rush to really, really win this year, or do they just want to be more competitive?
I think it's
And
more
they also
competitive.
aren't they? I think they at the cap too. The Spurs, man. The Spurs got some money tied up over there with the team they got.
Yeah, they got a lot of people. Got a lot of opinions in the comment section about where they should go. I'm seeing everything from Wiseman. I see from Claxton. I'm seeing stuff from.
I like what DB says right here. Gogo Batadze.
He's
I
another.
think that'd be a good pickup if we can get him, man. He shouldn't cost a lot of money.
Another Magic center.
Yeah, but I thought.
I mean, he's a free agent, though, Q.
Well, between him and Wendell Carter Jr., who do you like best?
Shout out to you, Gabe.
Wendell Carter Jr., no doubt. But I'm just saying, like, he's a free agent. That's somebody we can just go sign. Wendell Carter Jr., I actually like Jonathan Isaac more than him, but I would understand people who like Wendell Carter Jr. more. But I'm more Jonathan Isaac. But I wouldn't be mad if we got Wendell Carter Jr. I just don't think he's the answer like forever. He potentially could be, but a center that only gets like 7 rebounds, 8 rebounds, that's always concerning to me, especially for what we need out of a center. I would rather you have 15 rebounds and get 6 points a game than to be the other way around, unless you're just like a flamethrower from the 3-point line, which, I mean, he got a nice game. He can score. He's got a real smooth game, down low and stuff. He's got a nice little jump shot. He ain't really he's a stretch 5, but it's not. He's stretch 5 to me in the way that JV's a stretch 5. Like, not really, but and then he's 6'10". If that's all we can get, and we still got some picks or something with that, I'm cool with it. But you need something else. Like, I need a really good guy off the bench, like a Harrison Barnes, which I saw a trade floating around on their Twitter. Was we got Wendell Carter Jr., Harrison Barnes, and I forgot who else. It was somebody else too.
All right, I got a question. And I saw this in the chat, and I saw this somewhere else. But what do you all think about bringing back DeMarcus Cousins or getting Andre Drummond?
No,
No,
I've been a
both.
Saints fan all my life, Lex, and I don't want nobody else trash. I've seen enough of that with the New Orleans Saints. I don't want to
Yeah,
start
no,
doing it with the Pelicans.
yeah, no,
Their
no,
heydays are long gone. I'm
yeah,
let them go.
yeah, no on both those. It was a time when I
Mhm.
was DeMarcus there. That
I
ain't,
was just asking, you know.
yeah, Drummond.
Marcus ain't about to get you no buku rebounds either in his current condition, man. Like he's not. Man, it's horrible what happened to him, man. Because
He
injuries
just
really
got an
messed him up.
MVP overseas.
Not that. Oh, that don't count.
That don't count.
Stephon Marbury is Michael Jordan overseas. Like, I mean, what are we saying?
Yeah, I thought it was Yao Ming. You know what I'm saying?
DC don't diminish that man's accomplishments, bro. I bet you couldn't
Cool.
go do that. Don't do that, brother.
No, I couldn't do that. I'm glad for Starberry, man. I thought that was amazing. But I'm just saying, what he does overseas versus who he would be in the NBA is different. I think Starberry would have still been good in the NBA too.
Mm-hmm. All right,
So
big up.
I ain't diminishing him. I like him a lot, man.
Okay, good work, DC. All right. All right, so big ups to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all being in this one, man. And like we've been kind of looking over some of this stuff, man, trying to see what the Pelicans got up their sleeves. There were
Somebody else
rumors.
want Vucevic, Q.
I
The Q
don't.
say he don't fit the switch off, brother.
Oh,
He had
he
a
don't.
down year though, man. I think he's a lot better than he played last year though.
He is
But
very good. It just like you. It's that switch all thing. Like, well, Willie, he has to fit the switch all. You got to get like right now. Don't get the guy right next to the guy. You have an opportunity to get the guy that you really want. Then go out and see if you can make a good swing at him and see if you can land him. You know,
we gotta let Clutch do their thing, bro.
Yeah, man, for real, bro. Because a lot of this is gonna start twisting. Like Paul, like it's wait till Paul George finds a place to go. This is gonna get really crazy for Brandon Ingram. Watch, you're gonna see teams reaching at him that you didn't even think need a guy at his position. That you thought that they had a guy for the position. Watch when Paul George gets out of the way. Everybody gonna zoom into the Pelicans. They just have to be cool, listen to whatever they're giving, and when he gets out of the way, watch how it hit.
Brother Rob McCoy is saying Zeller has re-signed for 18 mil. Did he re-sign to us for 18 mil? That's a 3-year deal. Let's see here. You find any news on that, Big Q?
I haven't seen anything
I
on
didn't,
it.
I didn't
Be
hear
mad at
anything.
us bringing Zeller back. I thought he was a lot better than he got credit for. When he was out there, good stuff happened. Willie just didn't want to play him.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's like if you gotta,
He's stuck on his small ball. I'm telling you, he's really stuck on that.
yeah, it don't make no sense to.
It'll be really interesting because I know Big Q, you trying to, look at the upside as far as his growth and everything, but I gotta see it at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's not something.
Cite
that
your
we
source,
can-
Rob, so I can look it up. I'm sorry, Lex. Cite your source, Rob, if you can. Go ahead, Lex. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, with Willie, I think at this point we just got to see it. It's really like, because right now, if you're saying, oh, he's gonna change, he's gonna do better, I'm like, okay, cheer 3. The improvement, and I'm not talking about regular season, because really you can't really look at that, because when you watch the games compared to just looking at what's on paper, it really doesn't align to the eye test. Just and we've talked about it many a times, but we got to see it with that dude. I'm still looking at trade packages.
He ain't going nowhere right now, Lex. So
Pistons. Who they
got
just signed?
JB Bickerstaff.
Exactly. I like the trade package.
They got trades in up there. He know better than reach at Willie. He knows he got too much inside game on Willie. That's why I was like, yeah, we kind of
bring your boy home. Bring your boy home.
We stuck with him. We stuck with him.
We bringing Willie back to Detroit
Yeah, that's his hometown.
with the square pieces.
Detroit Mercy, right? No.
Detroit Mercy.
Coaching trade.
Nah, banners make sense. Willie is from Detroit Mercy.
No, that's where he
He
went to
played
school,
collegiately.
right?
That's right.
Man, he carried that Mercy for the rest of his life. Our banners make a lot of sense now.
I mean, Willie obviously is some kind of
joy and compassion and mercy.
Yeah, he can take all that philosophy with him.
Give him credit.
What do y'all call it? The doctrine of love?
It's the doctrine of love.
Yep.
It's going wrong. It's going wrong. The doctrine of love, unbalanced and going wrong. That's what it is. And it's going.
Hey, that doctrine of love didn't apply to all things, like having your, star players back, on, foul calls and stuff. Where was the love there?
It's kind of hard to do that when you love the referees too, Lex. You gotta love everybody.
No, when he loves keeping his money in his pocket, and he got a secret extension that got him some more money.
Yeah, because he loved his family. He loved his wife and his kids, and they got to have a nice Christmas and vacation,
Where's the love of the game, buddy?
It's in there. You got to have balanced love all the way around the board. That's what compassion does.
Hey,
you have to be compassionate with everything.
You know what? I like Rahakovic. I like his love for the game. You know what I'm saying? His family. Let me tell you something. He didn't hold back. What did he say, Big Q? About Scotty Barnes. Come on, you got it.
Scotty Barnes is the best player in the world. He is one of the greatest.
This is big crap.
And you not call foul for Scotty Barnes. If we don't have to show up, we might as well not show up, play the game.
This is big crap. Come on, Big Q.
This is big crap.
Yeah, here no more.
Get that out of Willie, man. We couldn't
Willie
even get that out of Willie.
Come on, Lex. Willie was fussing at one time, remember?
And look, Rahakovic, he didn't even curse. He said big crap.
He did. He was going ham.
Well, you can see it. Look at his eyes.
He was going ham, man.
Did you see his eyes and everything?
He was going ham for his player. This is the big
He made me want to go suit up, man.
The coach needs to have.
Like, damn, he talking about Scotty Barnes like he LeBron or something.
Well, they just signed him to an extension.
Yeah, $270 million, I think. They made him the highest paid Raptor ever.
Yeah, they really believe in him. So, kudos to him.
And kudos to him.
Look at those eyes. This is the type of passion. This is the type of passion that a coach should have.
23 free throws for them, and we get 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. Like how to play the game. I understand respect for all stars and all that, but we have star players on our team as well. How's possible as Scotty Barnes, who is all-star caliber player in this league, he goes every single time to the rim with force and trying to get.
You see his eyes.
Get to the rim without flopping and not trying to get foul calls. He gets 2 free throws for the whole game. How's that possible? How are you going to explain that to me? They had to win tonight? If that's the case, just let us know so we don't show up for the game. Just give them a win. But that was not fair tonight. And this is not happening first time for us. Scotty Barnes is going to be all-star. He's going to be the face of this league. And what's happening over here is that during the whole season, I've been calling the back. It's a complete crap.
Somebody sitting at the Willie, man.
And he ain't even cursing, but you see the passion in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? You see that? You see that violence that
Lex, that's kill you. That's kill you.
Willie Green don't have that look, man.
It's a complete crap.
It's big crap. No, Willie ain't
crap.
Scotty Barnes would be the face of the league.
Now, when he said that, it's like, dog, you had me up to that point. You know what I'm saying? You had me up to that point.
See, that's what
like Bunny Rabbit to bite some carrots or something. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the passion that the
Crazy.
coach, what he believed in his players. So that was fire that he did that. But he was
Oh
serious.
yeah, oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah, he
The
was
face
serious.
of
But
the league, though. Yeah, that is hard to buy.
yeah,
That one.
I was with him. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But yeah, a head coach.
Come on,
hey,
Marley,
a
that's
head coach
wrong,
has
bro.
a lot of passion,
Marley
man.
say the man sound like an Arab kicking a dude out of stove for stealing.
That man was
I hope
upset.
that dude wasn't a brother.
Willie gets upset, Lex. I mean, I ain't gonna let you.
No,
get on
he don't.
upset,
No,
man.
he
That's-
don't.
Look at Willie. Look
Willie
at Willie.
said that's total bull
Right
crap. I think I
Look-
heard him say bull crap
Willie
before.
right here. Look at
You
Willie
know
getting
what?
He
bucked.
said that's total bull crap.
No.
I had to read his lips.
Look at
Man,
Willie.
I don't understand why they holding him back. He
Look at Willie. Look at Willie. Man,
hold me
you
back,
can't
man.
talk
Hold me
about my
back.
coach like that. Look at
Come
Willie.
on, man. Hold me back. Hold me back.
They was holding Willie back. Willie was like, "I'm all right, y'all. I'm all right. I got it."
No,
Willie was
we
upset.
know he not. I don't know why Collins went over here. He look, man, just let him go. He ain't about to do nothing. He ain't about to do
He
nothing.
told him that's why
Ah,
he
Look,
insulted
what
him.
he gonna do? Pray for me?
Willie said, "Get
yes,
off."
indeed.
Man, Willie was upset. He cussed, called that man bald.
He didn't do that.
He did. He pushed that guy off
The
of him.
only time
Oh,
he has been kicked out of game.
it worked.
That one time out of how many years? 3?
I'm just saying. You said you want.
Hey, Lex,
I had to show you.
we gotta give Big Q a pass, bro, and leave Willie alone. You know why?
Oh,
Because James Borrego is back, baby. James
that don't mean
Borrego then
nothing.
came back.
He didn't even use him.
I know. And if he
was
continues
using
to not
Willie.
use him,
Willie
especially when
utilized
we
him
got, if
more.
they have a rocky start halfway through the season, Willie will be fired and replaced by James Borrego.
Willie utilized Borrego more when he was out sick for that Dallas game than he had for the whole season.
Y'all ain't gonna be talking about Coach Willie like that. Just want to let y'all know.
Hey,
Ain't gonna be-
Willie the only one on the team that don't fit now,
Look,
Q.
you know the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God, Big Q. Look at you turn to the. You know what I'm saying?
I got more faith in the Pelicans rolling out that starting lineup without a center than Willie Green as a coach, Q.
Well, that's you, DC.
I got more faith in that working than Willie Green as the coach.
That's you, man.
It ain't just me.
You got Borrego back.
It ain't just me, bro.
It's just you. It's you. That's your opinion.
I'm done with being a kind, loving human being, Q. I'm over with it, bro. I'm done.
That's good. You can be an unkind, mean human being all you want. It won't stop the fact that Willie is going to coach this team and they're going to do better. You can't help that.
Willie Green, man. Willie is green. People who green stay green, Q.
Willie is in his 4th year as coaching. Eventually, you go from season 1 to season 2 to season 3 to season 4. You progress. You're supposed to. You're supposed to progress and get better. That's how it goes.
But what was the progression in season 2 and season 3 from season 1? I actually like Willie more in season 1 than the other 2 seasons. Season 1, I was like, yeah.
Because you're crazy.
Season 1 was his best season.
So what you trying to say? So I'm crazy. Lex crazy. Everybody check crazy. Man, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro.
Ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I said that the team will be better.
Don't let me pull out one of them books back there and find out it's a checkbook and Willie Green been writing checks to you.
Bro, ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Bull crap.
It's a big crap. It's a big
this
crap.
This is a big crap, Big Q.
DC,
Tasha asking you if you okay.
I'm saying, man, Tasha's a spur person. Of course she gonna say that about her. Her and Sean talk bad about the Pelicans all the time.
DC, are you still driving?
Oh yeah, baby. I'm on my way to go get some curry.
Okay, well, hey, Lil V Man just posted a statement. That's for you.
What happened? What he say? Pull it up.
You gotta pull it up, Big Q.
I can't see him.
Lil V Man.
What's up, Lil V Man? Coach G got our back.
Man.
Come on, DC. Why did you finish this?
I can't read.
Broke it up.
Can't read.
Say it all together.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about Monday. I don't know what's going on. But I read in text.
Oh goodness.
all I got to say, man, is that it is what it is in terms of what we gonna do. We got DeJounte Murray here. We got to get rid of BI in the trade and find another asset. You got to build the bench up some more, and we got to keep it pushing, man. We got people to compete with. That's
right.
The conference. That's what we got to do. We have to get better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. So that's how I'm looking at it. We have to improve. We got people that's on our heels and people that we're looking at that we got to take down. OKC smashed the Pelicans last year. We got to get our get back. The Lakers cleaned up the Pelicans later on in the year. We got to get our get back. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on. The Pelicans have to improve one way or the other. And getting DeJounte Murray goes in the right direction. Trading BI for a right piece that fits along with Zion and DeJounte is the right move. Having a solid draft and finishing out free agency, picking up pieces to fill in the Najee role and finding some, a couple of guys to help us there and moving team forward. That's paramount right now and moving forward with the team. So we got a lot of stuff we got going on, man. We still got some stuff. We get good news. James Borrego comes back for another year. That should improve the Pels offense, make them be a lot more efficient, especially with DeJounte Murray as a court general out there setting the table, doing what he does. So, I mean, it really helps us out big time. And I think a couple of people online was posting, forgot who it was. I wanted to give them credit, but they showed some stats about steals that Herb and DeJounte had, two? I think they were two of the top steals.
1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2 the last 3 years.
So that is really big if you think about it, man. Herb and DeJounte.
Fast breaks, a lot of points in transition.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's why
and you know what else, Q? They had another one about assists to 3-point shooters. Zion and DeJounte are like 9 and 10. I think I saw Shamit Dula tweeted one out about that. I thought that was pretty cool too, man. Yeah, DeJounte Murray, when I was looking at it, man, the only point guard who had more assists than him was like Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, might be a couple, Luka, might be a couple other names I'm forgetting, bro. But we got something, bro. We got something. I'm so curious to see what this look like on the court.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying. That's why I was like, man, listen, man, we're going to be all right here with some of this stuff. We just got to figure out the rest of it. We still got some moves to make. We still got the BI, like I said, we still got the CJ card to play. You got all.
Q. Tasha say somebody that slipped your envelope with some money in it is stuffed in one of them books back there, bro.
Actually, she said, DC, somebody slipped Q an envelope and it's behind him in one of his books. She said, and he ain't say nothing about money, brother. You got to read the correct comment.
Well, unfortunately, for everything that I missed in reading, I can read in between the lines. I can do that good.
Yeah, I know you can. Yeah, but that's not what it said, brother. Thank you very much, DC.
Well, I mean, you just be tripping. I don't know what the hell.
You got checked.
What type of hole Willie got on you, bro? Do you play the Willie? You got the fight speech every morning when you wake up. Is that your alarm or something? So that's the book he stuffed the money in. That's a good place to hide it, Q.
You got this book though, DC.
Yeah, I ain't had no money in my book.
Beautiful.
They got money in it. It's in black and white. You got to turn it in. They gave you the game. Yeah. DC talking about I'm tripping. All right, Corey, could Willie get fired if this season doesn't go well enough, even though he got an extension? It has to go terribly bad for Willie to get the axe, like really bad for him to get the axe. I don't think he, even if to the point y'all, and let's see, because I know that's what Lex wants. Lex wants him out of here, so does DC. But I don't think they get rid of him.
James Borrego just fits so perfect, Q. Like, I mean, it's a very easy fix. It's a very easy fix. James Borrego may not be the best coach in the whole NBA, but I just think he fits this team better than Willie.
He does.
Who's campaigning for Willie? Probably Zion and Herb, maybe.
I don't know, but the question was if
I know
Willie.
Trey ain't campaigning for him.
The question is, could Willie get fired if the season doesn't go well, even though he's got an extension?
Yes, I think he can get fired during the season.
The thing that makes it a
I
unique
don't think it happens.
situation.
I mean, you have
that
Borrego right there, bro.
Griff and Willie Green are like attached. They're connected because that's Griff's third coach. So if if something happens to one of them, it's gonna have to be both of them.
But that's why I'm saying Willie would get let go during the season, because if Willie gets let go during the season and James Borrego does what we think James Borrego would do, David Griffin gets a chance to save face. And we all know, over anything, David Griffin would love to pass the buck and not be held accountable for shit.
No, that would make 4 coaches in 6 years. And
okay, if the Pelicans fire Willie Green during the season, right?
I think
then the Pelicans go on to get into the second round of the playoffs, or maybe they get to the Western Conference finals with the new coach. Is that not enough to take the heat off of David Griffin?
Brother, all I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna answer.
He's gonna attempt to not answer my question, y'all.
I'm gonna answer. Hold on. I'm not. I just know this team, and I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go.
Can you answer my question before you tell me how it's gonna go?
I'm going to answer your question like this. I just said that. I'm going to answer your question like this. By asking you a question, when did the Pelicans, in particular, David Griffin, give Willie Green his contract extension? When did he give it to him?
We heard about it this year. That came up, right? We heard about it this year, but he gave it to him, I think, the year before that, right? If I'm not mistaken. Then he get extended, not this year, but last year. There was a secret extension that happened last year, and we just heard about it this year. Am I correct?
Yes, 4 months in between.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
before the season started, he got extended.
Peep the logic on that, because Willie was supposed to be coaching under, seeing what he was supposed to do leading up. Based on how the season ended, he was supposed to get his extension. They didn't wait. They just gave it to him last year. That's David Griffin. They don't have peep the mentality in that. You didn't have to see him coach under fire to know that I'm gonna give him the money. And after getting 49 wins, it's not me, this the Pelicans thinking. Getting 49 wins. The only way Willie gets fired next year is if he bottoms out the team so bad that it's like they're like 15 to 20 losses worse than what they were last year. That kind of stuff, and go drastically backwards. He gets the axe. But beyond anything else, no, I don't think he gets the axe. I really don't. Because I think the Pelicans are going to be a good team this upcoming season. I think Willie Green will improve. It won't be a big improvement. Y'all making it seem like I'm saying, oh, Willie Green will turn into Phil Jackson or Popovich. I'm saying that he will improve. He will have improvement as a coach, because he don't have a choice. He doesn't have a choice.
Well, I think it's gonna be more so
everybody
that makes him look good. I mean, because you have to think, in spite of Willie Green having the talent that he had, Zion was available, Brandon was available. Look at how many double-digit leads that were lost. Of the 0-27.
That's why Dejounte Murray's here.
Yeah, I know. Look at all those things, and those are stats that they do not point out. They want to focus on the wins and losses, but it's like, dude, like you all had like at least 10 games where you lost double-digit leads. 49 plus 10 is what?
They could have had.
You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about already solidifying yourself in the playoffs. You don't have to go into the play-in to get into the playoffs.
But that's
games right there.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what the DeJounte, they even addressed that. That's what the DeJounte Murray trade was. They believe that.
Whoa,
Oh,
really
Q, we got some news, man. Got
Let's
some
go.
news.
Let's go,
The
DC.
Pelicans have made a splash in free agency. Get
Okay.
this, y'all gonna love this one.
Okay. Are you trying to be somebody?
Hey, the Pelicans
tell me
have
what you
signed Willie Herman Gomez to a 2-year, $20 million deal with the New Orleans Pelicans. Don't you love that?
I don't believe
He
that.
fits the switch all, doesn't he?
You
I don't
are so funny. They ain't gonna play him.
I don't believe that shit.
They ain't gonna play him if he on the team. I didn't get that information.
I don't believe that. DC
Yeah.
is full of that. DC,
Yeah.
that's
They put it in the chat, and I went and looked at that.
I saw that in the chat.
some more
along with Cody Zeller for $18 million. But it's
Nah,
Jovenile on Twitter, man. He trolling y'all.
they didn't know. I mean,
it's actually the family put it in the chat.
People up in here.
Let me see.
That's more crazy.
I don't see that. I took it as a troll. But I've been looking for the Cody Zeller. I found Cody Zeller and Willie Herman Gomez.
Man, look, the last thing that this team needs is getting players that you're not gonna play.
Yeah, they would never do that. They wouldn't sign no Willie Herman Gomez 2 years to $20 million. That'd be crazy.
He went back home.
We don't even have enough money to do that right now, to be honest.
Yeah, that was
I could see us pulling that James Wiseman signing him possibly at some point.
Well, he's still in Detroit, right?
No, they had a $16 million option that they declined on.
You know what? It's really interesting with him because the Warriors chose him at the number 2 pick, and
what you said?
The Warriors, they drafted him at the number 2 pick, and they let him go. Like, he didn't even make it to, where they could even extend him. Like, they got rid of him. Like, after they won that championship, they got rid of him. And I'm kind of wondering, like, what's going on with that dude? Like, is there something that we don't know? Because I know he was in and out of the G League as well. But if something's already going on with him, I don't think we want to fool with that.
He's not as good as basketball as they thought. I think that's what's going on.
Because the Warriors did not keep him around. I mean, he didn't even make it I don't think to even a third year where he could get an extension.
And I know they wish they would have just took the LaMelo Ball, man. That would have been so much smarter.
Yeah, Wiseman's still young though.
Well, they said that they could have got Anthony Edwards.
No, they couldn't. Anthony Edwards went number 1. How they was gonna get him?
I think there was some type of a deal between them and the T-Wolves, and they didn't want it. So, because Anthony Edwards talked about that.
Oh wow, that is so. Man, who is in the Warriors? So the Warriors, what's that guy up there, man, that went to the NFL? The Wiz they give credit for putting the team together. He left, and they just became incredibly stupid. Who's in their front office?
Oh, hold on. I know his name.
I could see Anthony Edwards was going to be really good. You had a chance to do that, and you don't jump on it? That's crazy.
Well, Anthony Edwards talked about it, and so did Kerr, and it kind of was brought up during a FIBA. But they were saying that, Anthony, they didn't feel like he really worked hard. Like his work ethic, they didn't like his work ethic. And when Anthony Edwards went to the T-Wolves, he was like, he used that as motivation. But that's one thing they saw in his workout, like when they worked him out, that they didn't like what they saw. I'm just telling you what
you a championship team, man, and you surrounded by workers. You don't think you could fix that? With a dude talented? I mean, you look at Wiseman, you look at Anthony Edwards, man. I was like,
but Anthony Edwards came back and said, what the criticism that they gave him, like he thanked them for that. because it
Okay.
was a reality check for him. Yeah, it was no bad blood. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably, hey man, he's young. You know what I'm saying? Probably like, hey, I'm gonna be a top pick and everything. I don't have to come in here and work hard. And maybe it was just something that he needed. But I mean, him and Kerr at FIBA, they were working together just fine. So I mean, it worked out for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Shout out. What's up?
Except for the Warriors, it didn't really work out for them.
Shout out to Jay Black, man. The rest of the fam. DB, I see
Did they
y'all.
win
Man.
a championship?
They didn't win the championship because the second pick, though, they completely fumbled that. They just were good enough from what they already had to keep it rolling.
I mean,
they
but
didn't
it
win
still
because of
worked
that.
out. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think if they had Anthony
It's
Edwards, they wouldn't have won the championship. Still,
no, I'm just saying, like, it worked out. Like Anthony Edwards. Look, Anthony Edwards
after this year,
wasn't
you're gonna
ready
see
at
what I
that
mean. It
time.
ain't gonna work out this year for the
I mean, he
Warriors.
had a bad workout with the Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad workout with them. And the thing is, if Anthony Edwards is saying, hey, thank you, I needed that. I use that as motivation to get better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes you need that. I mean, that was a personal personal growth for him. And I think that's what every player needs, right? Sometimes small criticism like that can help you explode, you know what I'm saying? Or get you where you need to be at. And that's why I say it worked out for both. I mean, there's like they got along just fine at FIBA. So there was no bad blood or anything. But I'm just saying, it just worked out. And the T-Wolves, I mean, look how far they got.
Well, the Warriors look to be crashing and burning at this point. And I just look at it as if they had somebody like Anthony Edwards this year, might be talking about them different. But I see your point.
Dunleavy, that's the GM for the Warriors right now.
He messing up. He messing up.
Well, they let the other guy.
Well, the other guy, he's at he's an analyst.
Yeah, he on ESPN now.
Yeah,
they let him go.
I forget his name though, but he was doing his thing though. He was very proactive. I like the way he moved.
Still have a job. I don't know how he still ain't working no more.
Bob Merger or something like that.
I wouldn't mind him.
Bob Myers and
yeah, Myers. That's
the one they won on the championships up under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dunleavy took over.
He got so good at what he did, they didn't get him, man. They gave him a position in football. He running somebody's football organization. I said, look at this.
I don't think he running it. I think he was an advisor or something.
He's an advisor?
I want to say he was an advisor.
Man, that's some bragging points right there, though, bro. I was so good at what I did in basketball that they hired me to help with football. Like, I'm a basketball guy.
Yeah, the guy's good, man.
That's crazy, man.
He knows what he's doing. All right, fam. Let me see if people saying the Cody Zeller thing, man. People saying Cody Zeller.
Nah, I don't think that's real, man.
Yeah,
I've been looking. I'm not finding anything.
DC, you done trick people.
Nah, that's going on online.
No, I didn't trick people. I told them it was trolling after I said it. I reported it like it's real because everybody keeps putting it in the chat.
No, it's crap, man. That Cody Zeller and his.
It was a dude called Juvenile or whatever put something on Twitter, Juvenile or something, and he had it. He doctored a little thing like Woj reported that, and everybody was retweeting it or whatever. I didn't fall for it. I said it was fake.
No,
all right. This is from Shams. He just put not this a couple hours ago. This is from his side of things. He just reported that Andre Drummond plans to sign a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Sixers. So there you go there. For Drummond, still in the league doing his thing, man. Going with the Sixers, of course, that's the Valanciunas thing. 3 years at $30 million for Big B. Congratulations to Valanciunas for getting the deal. And of course, the Chris Paul deal, 1 year, $11 million. To go to San Antonio to play with the Spurs in the game. So a few things right there popping right now. Not so much on the Pelicans, but there is some rumblings that Paul George could possibly make a decision tonight on what he wants to do. Possibly tonight, they're reporting this. So that's a big shooter drop in terms of Paul George. It's still pretty quiet on the Pale front right now, and it's probably going to be until Paul George signs or goes wherever he's going to go. It's probably going to be quiet on the Ingram front. As soon as he's off the table, boy, watch what happening. What you saying, DC?
Yeah. No, I was just saying. So basically, we still gonna be on pins and needles for the next 3 to 4 days. Sound like, because I don't think a deal is gonna drop until Paul George. To be honest, so tell Paul George, I don't think you're gonna see anything happen with Bi. And if they don't like what they're getting, this could go, well into like right before training camp and all of that, man. This could drag out for a while with him. They don't have to trade Bi now. I mean, they gotta finish up the Atlanta trade, and I would guess they probably would want to make it a 4-team trade and all of that, and just do it all at once if they can. But if they can't and they don't like the offers they're getting, I don't think it's a horrible move to just sit on Bi, because with this team, man, if he did start the season with us, I think he would show his value and we'll be able to move him before the trade deadline, to be honest. But would you still be able to get the same return? I mean, he'd have to look otherworldly for you to be able to get the same return you can get now if you hold him going into the season.
I think he moves. I think he moves soon. I don't think
what if the offers are bad, Q? You don't think they'll because they don't have to address they don't have to address the tax issue until next year if they wait before they complete this trade deal. Like, they're gonna be able to duck all the tax implications for this year, and it's gonna roll into next year. And you know how that goes with the tax. You don't have to worry about ducking the tax till the end of the season.
Right, I get it.
When you got to get under the tax, so they could bring him. They could keep him money wise and look to move him later. But would you still be able to get the same return? Because if you don't sign him to another contract and he's on the expiring, people know you're about to get rid of him. And the longer that goes, the less they're gonna be willing to give you for him.
Yeah, that's and it very well could. Anything possible, brother.
Yeah,
but
timing is very important. The timing.
Yeah, everything's. But I'm saying a lot of this, like, this is the first day, so how it is in the first day, maybe in the first 2 days of free agency. Yeah. But soon as the top chips fall, and like I said, as soon as the top people, because there's not that many of them, as soon as they get signed or come up with deals, it's a tremendous drop off between the top layer guys and the next guys on the second level. It goes way down. So Brandon Ingram's going to be appealing to a lot of teams. And they're doing their knowledge right now. They're just not saying nothing. They were looking to see what Paul George was going to do. But soon as he leaves, you're going to see there's going to be a lot of movement on the Brandon Ingram front, because a lot of teams going to become automatically aggressive. They're going to level up that aggression for him because they want to get him in there. And they'll work out. And more than likely, like I said, depending on what it was, I was looking at like a 2 or 3 team trade, depending on who it is. So no, Philly, they're interested. If Orlando has the money, they already did their thing. So it's a lot of stuff twisting and turning, but I don't think it makes it into free agency, into the regular season. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, you ain't saying nothing wrong, brother. You keeping it real and telling the truth, but I just don't think it'll go like that. I think soon as Paul George gets his ass out the way, you're gonna start seeing a lot of movement on our front for Brandon Ingram. So anyway, DC, did you hear any latest on let me see if I could pull this up right here.
On what?
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
Mason Plumlee just signed a 1-year deal with the Suns.
Okay, that's a good move for them.
Yeah.
Because that other boy they got, he ain't going to get it done, man. They need a real center. That dude was getting pushed around all year. He was one of the reasons they sucked.
Yeah, both Cam Reddish and Jackson Hayes just signed a $2.46 million deal with the Lakers.
I know you was happy for that. DC Cam Reddish re-signed. He exercises $2.5 million.
Who?
Your favorite player in the world, Cam Reddish.
Who?
Cam
All right.
freaking Reddish, man.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I bet you don't. All right. Ginwell says, you know what? Why did Valanciunas sign with the Wizards for 3 years? 30 million, 3 years.
Because they wanted to pay him, and the Pelicans didn't.
Well, he's looking at the
And-
Lakers.
and-
Not giving him that many years.
Yeah, it's not looking like a big man market other than Claxton. Like what other center got big money? You know, so 3 years, 30 million, I guess probably sounded
I
good
mean,
to him
Claxton got 25
compared to
million.
the other offers he was getting. Yeah, but he's the only one, Lex. And they basically ain't paying nobody. They got to pay somebody. They trying to get rid of Penn. They done got rid of Mikal Bridges. They just got free money over there. So they could pay Claxton that. But what other big man, got big money so far in free agency? I haven't seen it.
Nah. A lot of the
Well,
bigs
I
ain't.
mean, a lot of them are tied up right now. The major ones, they have a little bit more skill set.
Yeah, I know. DC be faking the front, man. He knows who Cam Reddish is. He brung him up 1,000,000 times on the show.
Oh,
Davis
dang.
says to see JV get paid.
Don't
Yeah,
get
correct,
Biden
man.
I
on
thought he
me.
was out the
Oh,
league. I thought
wow.
that was a different Cam Reddish.
Dude be faking the front, bro. He be faking the front. He don't know who Shadion Sharp is. He don't know who Cam. He don't know who Didi Lazada is. These are all guys.
I know who Shadion Sharp and Didi Lazada was. I know that. I ain't say that. Don't put words in my mouth, brother.
Just saying, brother. You be getting Biden on people. That's a new term.
I could never get Biden. I couldn't get Biden if I tried.
No, and Jonathan Isaac.
That was the funniest shit I ever saw in my life. I've never seen somebody lose a debate more
Man, them
horribly.
people too old, Tramal.
That was crazy. That was crazy, man.
It's being
I'm
real.
wondering, like, is he on medication? Like, did somebody feed him the answers and his earpiece fell out? I don't know what's going on, Q.
Eric Gordon has agreed to a deal with the 76ers. That's reported by Shams. That Eric Gordon.
Oh, that's your boy right there, Big Q.
He going to 76ers. There you go. And Detroit, of course, they plan to sign Cade Cunningham to the 5-year, $226 million maximum rookie extension. That's according to Shams as well. So there you go, DC. That's the end of your dream about landing Cade Cunningham. Detroit about to give him the maximum.
We got DeJounte Murray. Once we got DeJounte Murray or Trae Young, man, it's over.
You get that up. Okay, I got you, brother. Of course, we know KCP signed that 3-year, $66 million deal to go to Orlando. So KCP getting paid.
That they did that, or that he did that, because I wonder who Denver's gonna get to replace him. Because now, I mean, Caldwell Pope and Bruce Brown. I was about to say Bruce Bowen. Bruce Brown were key
players in there.
Pieces, key players and key pieces for their championship run. I know Caldwell Pope, he didn't do well this season, but still, that's it'll be interesting to see who they get to replace him.
Yeah, they took a hit on that, but he wanted the money. Man wanted to go get paid in Orlando. They had the money to pay him, and they got him.
Hey,
so I'm trying to swing.
He got 2 championships with the Lakers and Denver. So it's like, hey, get your money.
That's right.
You already got the chips.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. All right, Brother Rob says Eric, Mr. Glass, Gordon, and Embiid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got both of them guys together there.
I mean, well, Eric Gordon, he played. Was he out a whole lot with Phoenix?
I think a lot of people just don't like Gordon because of his how he handled the Pelican situation down here. It's not a lot of people that got love for Eric Gordon in the city of New Orleans.
Dang, y'all. Breaking news. Najee Marshall has agreed on a 3-year, $27 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. He stayed in the division.
That's a little petty, Najee. That's a little petty, brother.
Hey, yeah, but you know what? Hey, it was either them or the Spurs.
3 years,
They got,
27 million.
they got a defensive dog though.
27 million. 3
Yeah,
years,
that's a
27.
huge jump.
The
And
ninth.
remember when we were talking about how much he should get paid here?
Yeah.
Wow, they really valued his his services, man.
Shout out to
Shoot.
Najee, man. Former Pelican players getting paid, man.
Kudos, man.
Shout
Get
out,
your money.
shout out, Najee, man.
Get
Shout
your
out to
money.
Najee.
I knew he was gonna get something like that, bro. I
9
knew he was gonna
million.
get about $8 million a year, bro. He $9 million a year.
He killed whatever, what the Pelicans would have offered. Like, yeah, dog, yeah, leave.
I think the Pelicans probably would have gave him like $5 million a year at the max,
Yeah.
and that would have been like that's turning over sofa cushions and everything. Like, so shout out to him, man. You can't get mad after leaving. I wish he wasn't in the goddamn division though.
I expected it. I expected something like that to happen. I expected something like
I
that.
didn't think Dallas would get him. I thought it'd be the Spurs. Like Lex was talking about it, and I'm like, man, that made a lot of sense. I didn't think it would be Dallas.
I mean, the Spurs were still in the division, but hey, I mean,
That's a good sign.
It's still in the division because I mean, Najee's a dog, man. Najee's a dog.
Yeah,
now
they getting
look,
versus what they paying, man.
Let somebody hit Luka. Let somebody hit Luka. Or Kyrie. Oh, what you want? Man, I'm on your face. That's what they got. They got an enforcer now.
Yeah. I'd have loved to see Najee and DeJounte though. And DeJounte a little bit of an enforcer himself too. He don't take nothing less. We got a dog. In him. Hopefully we get one in a big man too.
I'm just saying, man.
Shout out to Najee.
That makes a difference. That makes a difference when you got somebody who can UD for you.
Don't worry about that. I'm driving.
Yeah, we know you going cross country. On the road again.
That boy just climbed aboard the Enterprise.
DC on the road again.
Driving, man.
That boy climbed upon the Enterprise.
Climbed upon what?
The Enterprise.
Oh, all right.
You don't know what that is.
I thought you were gonna see the Pineapple Express or something like that.
That's a better one, DC. You getting in the spirit of it, bro. Shout out to you, DC. That was a good one. You made me laugh, dog. Shout out to you.
The division just got beefier.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. Yeah, like I said, man, Najee Marshall, man, 3 years, 27 million going to the Mavs, man. The Mavs were already in the Western Conference. They get Najee there. That's the censors. DC got the sensors on right now. He don't ride with a seatbelt, obviously. That's what's going on. But anyway, yeah. But shout out to Najee, man.
And that was my speed warning, bro. I don't need no more pictures.
Sound like a seatbelt warning, brother, or your sensors on the ship. Either one or the other, brother. That's what sound like.
Seatbelts
I got a spaceship, man. I got all type of beams, bells, and whistles over here, bro.
I hear you, brother. Put your seatbelt on. All right, yeah, fam. This what y'all think about the Najee signing, man? Y'all let me know in the chat how y'all feel about Najee, man, heading to Dallas of all places, going to the Mavs, bringing his ability. That sucks, man.
Najee was undrafted, right?
Yes, he got paid.
I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him. Happy for JV. I mean, you can't be mad at these guys, man.
No, not
Be mad at them. I mean, it's nothing but love. I always support guys getting their money.
Who is the starting small forward over there now for the Mavericks? Can Najee compete for a starting job? Like they don't have a starting small forward right now.
What are you talking about in replacement of Hardaway Jr.?
Hardaway Jr. is going to Detroit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In replacement. Yeah. But Hardaway Jr. was in the starting lineup before he got hurt. But then I think what is his name? He came from Charlotte, PJ.
Yeah.
Washington.
PJ plays the 4 though.
Yeah.
That is Derek Jones. Derek Jones is
okay, you said small. Yeah, because well, maybe he'll be coming off the bench for him unless they don't plan on keeping Derrick Jones Jr.
That's the question, because they was trying to. I think Najee might be the guy. Najee could very well be the guy.
I think Najee is better than Derrick Jones in my
Overall,
opinion.
yes, indeed.
All around, there's some things you probably could say Derrick Jones. Derrick Jones, you maybe can say is a better 3-point shooter, but I think overall as a player, I think Najee's better than him. So if he was, what they were looking at for as their starting small forward, I think Najee can snatch that job. Dallas, they paying a lot of money, so you think they're gonna go out and make another big signing for a wing? I mean, they don't really have a lot of wing options out there, do they?
No.
Unless you trade.
Unless they bring back Derrick Jones, if that's the case, because I know they was trying to move. They was trying to make a splash signing in terms of getting. I know they were interested in a few people, but I don't know what the Derrick Jones thing. If you sign a Najee,
so you think Najee takes the Derrick Jones role?
I want to
get another starting caliber small forward.
That's what I'm.
Still need somebody coming off the bench.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be Najee. I don't know, but it's only between those two right now.
I'm sad he's gone, man, but I'm really actually happy that brother got paid.
Yeah, I mean,
he deserves it, and we wasn't gonna pay him.
And the thing is, I think with Najee, what makes his situation so beautiful is the fact that he's undrafted. We all know if you undrafted, you ain't getting paid nothing.
Yeah, it was less than $2 million for him.
Yeah,
just like
so that you got to think that jump going from $2 million, to 27.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you were undrafted. That's a beautiful thing. So, I mean, that's a huge jump. Huge jump.
He get to stop pinching the millionaire pennies, huh?
Yeah. Like he's convincingly a millionaire, not a borderline one.
Right.
Well, it'll be interesting with Derrick Jones because I'm looking up some information on it right here from the Mavericks source. Derrick Jones agency change casts doubt upon Mavericks return. And, he going to clutch. He moving the clutch. On Friday, longtime basketball scribe Mark Stein reported Jones was leaving his longtime agent Aaron Turner to join Rich Paul-led Clutch Sports under National Basketball Player Association guidelines. However, players seeking to change representation must wait 15 days before signing with another agency, as first reported by Yahoo's Jake Fisher. Jones' decision, according to league sources, granted anonymity to speak freely, happened Wednesday. That move, team and league sources confirmed to The Athletic, could potentially mean that Jones would not have representation for the teams to negotiate with until July the 11th, when Clutch would be permitted to take him on as a client nearly 2 weeks after free agency began. Boy, what a decision that was for him to do that, man. That's going to cost him some money. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes, man, because they already signed Najee 27 million for 3 years. So that's big, man. Boy, being late to the party hurts you like that. 2K Nola, shout out.
I know when Max Christie from the Lakers got, he got like 35 mil or something like that. I said, yeah, Najee got to get around that same amount, man. You can't tell me Max Christie is better than Najee.
Yeah,
and they shouldn't be too far off in age, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is this is crazy, man. Tuka Nola says, shout out to Najee that went to Dallas, JV the Wizards, cheap deal. Buy Dyson and Larry, ATL. Buy Trajan and Fred, Detroit. We need Wendell Carter, Orlando. Crazy how all the Pelicans free agents got signed in the first day.
Yeah,
all got deals on the first day of free agency.
No matter so talent ain't the problem. It's your coach, right?
I mean, the thing is, other teams do see the value of these
on
guys,
that one.
Man.
Say again, Lex.
I said, other teams do see the value of these guys.
You can blame Willie for but Lex, you can say that about Willie, about JV. That's true. Yeah. But in terms of Najee, I mean, that was a Willie guy all the way. You just couldn't afford to pay him. That's a Griffin move there. That's a Griffin move because he couldn't afford to pay the man. So DC, you can take
Yeah,
that.
and can we really justify paying Najee at with our current roster and the way things are? It is a Griffin thing, but I can't really, be upset about it because looking at
Put up then.
how things are playing out, man, there's no way I think we could be able to justify giving Najee a big game.
I mean, the thing is that we know that Gail Benson's not trying to pay over the luxury tax, and Griff, I mean, he's still them.
I think they're gonna pay the luxury tax though, Lex.
No, but that's why they're waiting for the deal. For what? July? July 6th. Is that what it said?
Yep.
Big Q. Yeah, they wait so they don't have to pay that.
Well, they got
yeah. They don't have to pay it this year, but I mean, like, if they go after that and we're going into the 2025 season and we go get a center, if we go get a center and we paying them like $20 million a bar, I guess unless we get a center for like 13, 15 million, if we paying them 25 million, that's right back where you were at with re-signing BI. So, and I think they're willing to do that for two players versus one, and that still will put them in the luxury tax. I think it's the lower line of it, though. The money they would have to pay won't really be that bad. And they're trying to find an exemption and find a way to not pay it at all. So
I don't think they're gonna pay the luxury.
Well, the thing is, and that makes CJ expendable. They better hurry up and move him before July 6th.
Right, that's what a lot of these deals.
I think they look at what they got this year.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't think they move.
You got to
look at what they got this year.
You have to fill out that front court some way, somehow.
If you're moving off of BI, I mean, they pretty much.
But I'm saying, according to what you said, like if you're getting a big that you're paying 20, 25 mil, 20 or 20 plus, whatever, then that basically puts you back to, before, like just like having BI on the team. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is to create more space as far as with the money, then it makes sense to move CJ in that same time frame.
Well, you don't have to because you can go all the way up to $178 million on I think the cap line and still not have to pay the luxury tax. So you it's 140, I think you said, right, Q? So if they stay below that 178, they can do that by just moving on from BI. They don't have to, move on from BI and CJ to do that. And I think they want to see what it looks like this year, and they're going to evaluate the team and look at CJ's money for next year to see, let's say, okay, we one piece away. We need somebody else, and somebody comes available. Well, now you got CJ as, the contract to be able to match the money. And then you just throw your boatload of picks or whatever at them. And you go get this other hypothetical guy if they're looking at getting somebody else to fill out the roster better. So I don't think they're not moving BI and CJ. They're not going to do that.
Well, I mean, I just look the focal point for me right now, and I know somebody asked this earlier. I forget because it was a while ago. As far as my thoughts on the just the trade. Really, the trade is not finished. We got DeJounte Murray, but it's not finished. Like if you look at the front court right now, that doesn't look good right now. If we're okay with the front court and we're okay with starting Missy at the 5, then I guess that's cool. But I'm thinking that we would want another veteran big to be on this roster because you got to. I don't even think the backup, and then you have they put down Robinson Earl as a big, as a forward/center. Like that's not gonna do it, y'all. That's not gonna do it. So, as far as everything that's transpired right now, it's not something that's overly exciting or underwhelming or anything, but it's not finished yet because all the positions are not filled out the way that it should be for a roster.
Yeah, I still think BI is the first step, and eventually they'll move on. I don't think they'll move CJ as fast too. I hope that they do, because let's get it going. Let's get into the rebuild. There's no need to keep him here. If BI is gone, he needs to be gone too, because that's 33 and a third going to CJ McCollum. We get that money. We free that money. Well, you ain't gonna get all of it depending on where you send them to, but you be able to get at least free open that spot so that you can have or get a resource for him, whether it's picks or whatever the case may be. But you open up that spot. Let's get Jordan Hawkins some playing time. That's what I'm looking at. I won't be able to get him out of here, man.
Trey Murphy too.
Well, the front court,
even once you move CJ or BI out of here, you still got to look at Herb in the starting lineup with DeJounte Murphy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're keeping CJ, are you keeping BI? How do Trey get into the starting lineup? Because I can't see him benching CJ now that we have DeJounte Murray, man.
You know,
I know that's what everybody wants. I would be for it. I wanted to, but I think they would start her, bench Trey, and CJ gonna start, man. But the smartest thing would be to have CJ coming off the bench for that 33 and third, as you call it, Q.
That's what makes CJ's situation so tricky. Because now that you bring DeJounte and you put together what the starting lineup's gonna look like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Trey or CJ. You know what I'm saying? I mean, first it was between, like, you move Brandon, and that opens up opportunities for Trey. But now that DeJounte's here, you know that DeJounte's going to be playing that point.
No, it's still the same thing either way though, Lex, because even if you keep Brandon or you move Brandon, you're still staring that same question down. If you move CJ, it's still the same thing. Because it's like you're not gonna bench Herb. You're not gonna bench Herb for Trey. What he does.
If you're offering Trey Murphy a contract this year, I think the biggest thing with Trey, when he's in that meeting room with Griff and anybody else, all right, man, like, yeah, I like the deal. Am I starting? Am I gonna be starting? You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely starting eventually, but I think it's a situation where they probably could stall him off for one more year, especially with what he's making this year. And when the contract extension actually kicks in, then you'll be starting.
Now tell me if that make any sense.
I would like CJ to go to the bench. I'm just telling you what the Pels are probably going to do as watching them. And
if CJ is going to the bench, 33 mil got to go to another team. 33 mil off the bench.
But you're gonna lose them for nothing, and you don't really know.
So what
else you need yet?
So what you losing for now? You did the same bullshit with not.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this.
Okay.
Would you say CJ look better or worse playing with Zion?
Slow down. This is the thing. We talking about Willie Green is the person that's supposed to be doing this. If anything, DeJounte Murray and and Herb Jones are Willie Green type players. They are very defensive minded people. They also can give you offense. Herb has become a 3-and-D, not just a defensive guy. He's been hitting shots. There's an overemphasis on the starter role. He can come off the bench. Just because he's not termed a label of starter doesn't mean that he's not going to play starter minutes. So I mean, it's too much of an emphasis on him starting. That makes no sense. You start the people that since the back.
I'm not disagreeing with none of that, Q.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying is
the point.
What I'm saying is, you're telling me you're gonna sign a guy for an extension, and we said it's hard for them to CJ to go to the bench because of the money, right? Well, look at this. Trey
No.
Murphy would be making $4 million this year, even if he signs his extension. He still got this year where he's gonna get paid that $4 million. So if they're gonna have somebody go to the bench, and we looking at it financially, if we were a championship contending team, we were ahead of the curve, we were an intelligent team, you send CJ to the bench and you make him be a professional and deal with it. But I don't have that much faith in us to think we're there yet.
Man, listen. It is the thing is CJ McCollum is, if you have a better backcourt, it's DeJounte Murray and it's Herb Jones. Herb Jones is his defense is here. He's hitting the threes. You don't relegate him to a bench that a guy that got offensive game and doesn't play defense. And the contract is
you're telling me the technicalities of it, bro.
I'm telling you that we don't give a damn about the money. The hell with the money. That's the bottom line.
And they're not going to get rid of CJ if you can't get a good value for him. He's worth more as an expiring contract unless you find the right team to send him to right now. So they're not going to get rid of CJ McCollum for peanuts. He's worth more next year as an expiring contract
it's
than this
year. It's interesting that you said that, because
I don't agree with that.
is they just let JV walk. They didn't get nothing for him.
I mean, I like JV, but I can't say JV and CJ the same.
No, I'm just saying, like, you let somebody
she's showing
walk.
you the behavior, man.
You had a whole season to trade JV, right? But you let him walk.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
And that's not the first time that they've done
but
that.
CJ McCollum can yield a better return than what you would have got for JV. The best they probably could have got for JV is a second round pick from some. Wait, hold up. The best they could have got from JV would have been a second round pick probably from somebody, right? And then you looking at JV as a GM. Willie Green don't use him. We don't know how David Griffin looked at that, because we all can see that JV deserves to play. So me getting rid of JV to get something for him last year when I'm supposed to be competing, it wouldn't make you a better team. So after the trade deadline, Willie started playing them less and less and less. But before the trade deadline, we realistically had wanted them to get rid of JV for nothing.
Even if you
we still think we got a chance to go in the playoffs and actually make some noise. Zion is not hurt. B.I. is not hurt. Why would we get rid of JV for nothing at the trade deadline?
Okay,
now later in the season, you can look at that and you can say that looking back at it, because Willie started to play him less and less down the stretch too.
The point is,
they knew he was up for they knew his contract was ending.
Listen,
anytime an organization, like, if you have 1 year on your contract, it does not make sense to keep a player if you don't already have that player signed to an extension. They did not get an extension done, so you held on to the player and you got nothing back for him. That's not good. That's not good on your part.
And
no, it's not.
Everybody always trades. If there's 1 year on a player's contract, we need to trade him if we did not get an extension done.
And then the Pelicans
season to do that.
What did the Pelicans do in the second round to get a second round pick? They didn't have a second round pick. What did they do? They went to Orlando and offered pick swaps to get a second round pick to get a shooter here from Kentucky. Now, why couldn't it have been something as simple as a second round pick or something similar that you could have got for Valanciunas is the point. But outside of
that, because hypothetically you fuck up your team during that season. If you're actually still trying to contend, you think you can do something in the playoffs. You're not a better team getting rid of JV. Anybody with common sense know that.
There's still the business part. There's still the business part of it.
Do you blow the season away for the business?
With any organization, though.
Man, it's a moot point, man.
You had time to sign him and talk about. They did that during the summer.
It's a moot
They
point.
talked about it at the beginning of the season. They didn't get anything done from a business standpoint. Okay,
you don't mess up your season for a second round pick. That's all I'm saying, man. Like,
They still have to turn around.
the return you was gonna get for him wasn't gonna be nothing. We couldn't get Jared Allen. They tried to get him. They couldn't get him. If you can't replace JV, you don't trade him.
So
now,
you just
if we could have got, we would say the Daniel Gaffer thing or somebody like that.
So you let him walk and get nothing at all?
Yeah, that's.
I'd rather let him walk for nothing. I'd rather let him walk for nothing and still have my season intact if I think I can compete instead of giving him away and messing up my season. Now, if Zion was hurt, B.I. somebody was hurt, yeah, trade him. You know, we'll try to do it. But them guys were healthy. This is the first time we had Zion and B.I. healthy.
All right,
why would they blow that up and try to mess up our playoff contention? You know, it don't make sense.
Move to the next point because that's moot. All that shit's moot, man. That's a moot point. It's a moot point about the CJ thing, man. They're not gonna put Herb Jones on a bench, and the dude is all NBA defender for CJ flipping McCollum. What are we talking about?
No.
What are we talking?
They're not putting CJ on the bench for Trey this year.
CJ,
I want it to happen.
Bench for Herb is what I said. I didn't say nothing about no trade. I said
I was talking about Trey. I never was talking about Herb. Herb starting.
That's what I'm talking about. All this other stuff you talking about.
I was talking about Trey.
Bro,
I said Trey the whole time. Trey
needs to play. The bottom line is CJ needs to get the F out of here. BI needs to get traded. Bottom line, they're holding up spots. They got not no undrafted guys. They got first round draft pick guys that's ready to play. You got to get those guys out of here. And plus, the time window is passed on McCollum and on BI. This has already been decided. That's why right now they focus on moving BI. And when they move BI, they're going to focus on getting CJ out of here. He doesn't fit here what we doing anyway. He don't play defense. And even if you play him off the bench, he'll give you a little bit value there, but long enough to keep him helping enough to be able to trade the goddamn guy, bro. Both of these guys is over with for these guys, man. That's what this is all about. It's time to move the team forward in a better representation around the true star, which is supposed to be Zion Williamson, maximizing his potential. That's what the game plan is. So, I mean, that's what I want. It's time to move on, bro. I'm ready for it. I'm not happy with what I've seen over the last 4 years.
Let's move. A whole lot of data, man.
Right. I mean, it's enough. Let's go.
We talked about how, the team has been delayed in making moves and trying to, because they wanted to see what the core looked like. You know what I'm saying? Well, they went off of 10 games. That wasn't enough data. So now that they got all this collection of data, I mean, I've said my reasons. I mean, you got guys that, that had that star label. What?
Let me ask you this, or maybe y'all this. Do y'all feel that just getting rid of them, period, makes you a better team? Don't worry about what's coming back. Don't worry about the return. Just getting rid of them make you a better team.
Bro, it's over with. They gone. You gotta. It don't matter. You got to get. You gotta move them, bro. It's Is it
addition by subtraction?
Is it addition by subtraction, or do you want to make sure you get a proper return?
You get a proper return. What are you talking about?
Business-wise,
but if you get a proper return, that might require you to wait.
Man, you ain't gonna require. We'll see, man. You talking crazy?
Been waiting.
They ain't been trying to trade either one of these guys, though.
Tell me how many years you've been waiting.
We got to wait.
They ain't been waiting on the trade. Both of them, no, Lex. They ain't been on the trade bond.
Like, look.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, there's gracious.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. These guys got to go. You get the best package you can get for these guys, man. The longer you hold.
But that's what
business wise. I mean,
Ingram gotta go. Ingram gotta go now. But CJ, you can get probably a better package for him next year because he's expiring. They don't have to take on $66 million they could take on 33 next year. That's all I'm saying. I want CJ gone. I want BI gone to make room for Trey. I agree with y'all, but looking at the other side of it and how this team moves and how they operate, knowing we can't sign free agents, I think they're gonna trade BI.
Yeah,
right?
We gotta get
and hold on to CJ for one more season, man. Unless you can get a good deal with him before the trade deadline from an actual contender, because that's the only team I think that will make an adequate return for CJ. Everybody else gonna be trying to get you to pay them probably to get rid of CJ, unless it's a team that really want him.
Hey, if other teams can do salary dumps and stuff like that, the Pelicans can get that done. They just need to know how to do it. Just like
why would they do it? Why they gonna do a salary dump if it don't make them better right now though? Because I don't see them doing that. They not.
Hey,
They not
teams have
that.
done it,
They
haven't they?
frugal, man.
Teams have done it though, haven't they?
Yeah, but they not about to do that. Lex, we ain't won no championships.
I mean,
We ain't even been. We ain't even. Have we? When the last time we been to the second round? They not gonna do stuff like that, and we ain't even got to that point yet. I tell you though, I want him gone, but I just hate to bust y'all bubble like CJ gonna be here, man.
And CJ McCollum showed some stuff last year. He shot the 3-point ball well, set up some stuff. So I mean, right. So I'm saying that there's some team out there that a deal could be worked for him. Now, is it a possibility? What you're saying? Of course, yeah, I give you that. It's a possibility. But but the Pelicans are doing one thing at a time. They're not facilitating a double trade going on or have two things going out there. They're focusing on one thing at a time. That's what they're doing. So after they move BI or attempt to move BI, they're going to look at the CJ chip. That's what they're doing.
That's why I don't have much reaction. I mean, the DeJounte Murray deal, which is still going on until July 6th or something, that was good, but it's not finished yet. It's not finished yet. I mean, I want to see how all this pans out. Because, I mean, it don't make no sense to have DeJounte and, everything stays the same. Brandon is here, CJ is here, and then it's like there's no front court. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like they really trying to go with somebody like a Cody Zeller or a Hernan Gomez. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, I don't know who they're trying to get, but I like to think they want to get a veteran.
They're trying to get Lex.
What,
they're trying to get Jared Allen. You know that.
I don't think, because D Mitch wants to play with that dude, right? And they trying to
he do.
Okay, so that wouldn't, and plus I haven't even heard anything about D Mitch signing. He hasn't signed anything with Cleveland yet.
He hasn't signed anything yet.
Then you still got the wild card with Darius Garland. I think that the Darius Garland thing depends on everything. Like, if they can somehow convince Darius Garland to stay and they wind up not trading him, then they got to move Jared Allen. They would have to.
But Darius Garland.
But if they move Darius Garland, they could very well still keep Jared Allen.
Yeah, well, Darius Garland.
I think Cleveland's going to give him up.
Darius Garland's already said he's not staying if that boy signed there. That's the bottom line, that he's out. And Clutch don't.
Well, there's been no movement with
you're right on that.
With those guys. But the thing is, the Pelicans would have to wait, because I just don't. Whatever happens between Garland and D Mitch, I don't think Jared Allen is going anywhere.
Hold on, let me read this. Hold on, Lex. Let me read this. This is from Scoop B. Jack Robinson. His scoop. This is what he's saying about the Brandon Ingram thing. Both New Orleans Pelicans and Ingram are willing to work together to either get Ingram to a new team or bring Ingram back on a deal that works for both parties. More on Ingram. Sacramento Kings are the front runner, but the Pelicans want to get a third team involved to get other assets in the deal. Pels like Harrison Barnes and draft capital, but also want a center coming back in the deal, I've been told. Additionally, Pelicans are okay with bringing back Ingram on a less than max deal if a trade cannot be facilitated. So that's some of the scoop. B.
Right.
Robinson.
So that ties into what I was saying, man. They don't have to worry about the luxury tax until
that's just the
end of the year.
What else supposed to say, DC? What they say? Well, we can't move and we're gonna keep them. What they're supposed to say. You know what I mean?
I mean that is, but I mean they playing chicken. But if
Right.
they actually did sign him to a contract, shorter term contract, where he could go for like 2 years or something at a lesser number, and then you wind up trading BI before the trade deadline or something, when his value is higher because he's probably going to look better.
Let me ask you this. What would be the third team that would be in a trade that would work with Sacramento? What would be that third team? Because they saying a center and draft capital. And
I don't know, man, unless you're going lower tier centers.
What would be the third team here? Because obviously they're not Sacramento's not giving up Sabonis, and you know that's their guy.
I would say Orlando.
So we go back to the Atlanta well, and then just expand the deal with some draft capital from Sacramento.
That'd be interesting. I don't know, DC. It's a couple of teams. It could be Orlando.
That's the simplest answer to me. Like they said we wanted a Kongwu in the deal and we couldn't get him. If we go back at them with some more picks, would they give us a Kongwu?
With Atlanta?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
he
think
fits the money. A Kongwu was making like $14 million. That's a wet dream for them. That's perfect for what they would want to pay their center for the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, but they like him. But I think I'm not shooting you down. I'm saying I think I like Orlando idea better. The Orlando idea is a little bit better.
Well, my thing with Orlando is what's in it for them. Orlando just signed Clint Capella to a $66 million contract, right? They're not getting BI. Do they really value draft picks that much to just get rid of Wendell Carter Jr.? Do they even want to get rid of Wendell Carter?
It depends. If Sacramento's facilitating the trade, what are they going to give Orlando in the deal? That's what I'm asking. What did they give them to facilitate the deal?
Kevin Huerter and some picks.
There you go.
But does Orlando want that? Do they want that?
Another shooter?
For Wendell Carter Jr. Or hopefully Jonathan Isaac, but
or what's the
that's wishful thinking, right?
No, it makes sense. It makes some sense. But I mean, I was thinking, I was like, maybe it's another team that probably fits better. But I don't know. I like the Orlando idea. A third team. Well, we knew it was going to be a third team to facilitate a deal. We talked about that prior to free agency. We knew that was going to happen. So yeah, that's interesting, man. I don't know.
Jonathan Isaac, man, to me is that's the one. If we could get him, bro, there ain't no other center in the league that could do the switch off like Jonathan Isaac.
DC the block, but Jonathan Isaac. Well,
it fits the dynamic. If Willie here,
man,
it fits the dynamic, man.
He does.
Wendell Carter Jr. would be good as well, though. Like he's mobile enough. He's not really a rim protector to me, though.
Now you've been beating the block for Jonathan Isaac for a while. When you introduced
you really have. I guess we're gonna add him to Cam Reddish and Shadion Sharp.
Oh, come on, Lex.
Why you doing
it? How you doing? We got DeJounte Murray now.
Look.
I only got eyes for Zion and DeJounte Murray.
Who else is in your Hall of Fame starting five?
Zion and DeJounte Murray.
V-Man says perhaps Charlotte. A lot of people, yeah.
That would be good. V-Man, Charlotte. They got Mark Williams, Nick Richards,
Charlotte.
Yes. Oh no, they got rid of the Kai Jones kid. They cut him.
Kai Jones
did we draft Nick Richards
with the Clippers?
Yeah, we drafted Nick Richards. That's one of the ones we fumbled.
Yeah,
we drafted Nick Richards and got rid of him probably for cash consideration.
Yeah, did.
We got Jackson Hayes. We don't need him.
Who said that?
What?
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that show. That's probably DC said that. We don't need him. We got Jackson Hayes, the impatient screener. He ain't seen a screen.
Paratrooper himself, man.
Yeah, we got him. Nick Richards is a dog. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Jen Will says Najee's also.
I noticed how you didn't want to read the comment before that one, Big Q.
Well, why didn't you read it?
That's his opinion.
Why didn't you read it, DC?
Yeah, you read it.
I mean,
talking
it was
about-
I can't read.
showing honor
I
to
can't
him.
read.
Yeah, you read it good
Then-
enough to
then
put
take
that
it
shit
out
on
the
screen.
stream.
Mike
Take
said
I'm driving.
today.
I'm driving.
We just
No,
got.
man.
He said, "We
I
just
just
got."
saw my name in front of the comment. I'm
He
driving,
said,
man.
Simon. He said, Simon.
I
We
mean,
just got
hey,
the John to
there's
Simon.
work that still got to
Okay.
be done, man. There's work that still
Look,
got to
look
be
at
done.
Marley, man. Marley got an excellent point there too. Jalen Smith, y'all don't remember him? Remember when the Pels did we
Douglas.
draft? Was that Dyson Daniels? Or was that the draft before that one? Jalen Smith was one of the dudes that was mocked to us, man. We was looking at him in the draft. He's a center / power forward. You know, got a nice little 3-ball. Physicality, man, he needs to be a little tougher. That I don't really consider him a rim protector. But this is a guy you probably could get for $6-7 million a year. I wouldn't be mad if we got him. We still would need another center, in my opinion. But
Hey,
he could be a band-aid till we could figure it out.
what do y'all think about
I don't
Dayron
think the option. Who?
from the
Who left?
Nets? Dayron, because you know they having a fire sale. They trying to trade Ben Simmons, Cam Johnson, Dayron. I forget his last name. Dayron is I guess he's a backup center behind Nick Claxton.
Who is he? Dayron? What's his last name?
I don't know.
I forget his last name. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dayron Sharp. Oh, kind of like Shadyon Sharp.
Dayron Sharp.
I ain't never heard of him. Man.
I never heard of him either, Lex.
I
got
have. Remember those he had a block on Zion where he was fouled like 3 times. You remember that? And everybody was talking about that. That kind of went viral. Y'all remember that during the season?
I
I remember the foul, but he was very forgettable. So I don't remember him. That's kind of sad.
Just throwing it
I
out there.
really don't want to know.
They trying to trade these guys.
You're talking about
Just
this
get
guy.
Just get Nick Claxton.
He undersized though. He's just 6'9",
Oh,
265.
he is? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I thought he was
6'9".
bigger than that. Or bigger, but taller than
Maybe
that.
Jonathan Isaac, the only undersized one I want, bro. I'm going with the small ball guy.
Okay. I was just throwing it
Sign
out there.
you another bet with him. Go Batata or something.
But I didn't know his, I don't know. He
Yeah,
didn't really seem like he got a whole lot of playing time either. But
yeah, but Tots is a free agent though, isn't he?
who?
Go, isn't he a free agent?
That's what I'm saying. You trade for Jonathan Isaac and then get Batata.
That'll be interesting.
You have three of them along with Misi. 3 centers.
I mean, if you my fantasy with getting Jonathan Isaac, you still need a low level starting quality center because he's basically he's your small ball guy. Instead of Willie Green trying to do that with Harrison Barnes because it's coming. Huh? If we get Harrison Barnes, I'd rather Jonathan Isaac. Somebody got to be a small ball. God forbid, all this talent we look like we're gonna have on this team. He go with Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
we reaching kind of late on Harrison Barnes, bro. We've been talking about that for years, man. They finally reaching that Harrison Barnes, man. It's late in the game for Harrison Barnes.
Man, we've been saying about going to get Harrison Barnes.
Right. That was
long
years
ago.
ago.
God damn. That must have been like 3-4 years ago, Q.
It was a long time ago, bro. We've been at this saying about Harrison Barnes, and they finally going to get Harrison Barnes. And
I mean, that's late. I don't. That doesn't move me at all. I don't think that really moves the needle. And I mean,
what don't move the needle?
Pelicans killer.
Talking about BI. And
Harrison. Shit, yeah, you're on the board. Let's get on somebody she don't like. She don't want to move here.
No, I don't dislike Harrison Barnes. I'm just going on what you said.
He was the
Pelicans. Who you want then?
And it's like, how did he do against the Pelicans again this year? Let's see.
You talking about you're only as good as your last hit, right, baby?
Exactly. Cause it's like look like he wasn't killing the Pelicans on this season.
Yeah, it was one season he wasn't.
Yeah.
But he was with Dallas. He was killing the Pelicans.
He's
Who would you want to go get though, Lex? Give us a different scenario.
For who? For what? For Brandon?
Yeah, for Brandon.
I mean, I don't know. I need to look at who's available. I need to look at numbers. If you're asking me to do some GM type stuff, that's what I need to look at. Right off top, I don't know who other teams have available, but definitely we need a big man. You know what I'm saying? You need a big man. And then you have to get a big man that's going to fit into Willie's system. I know everybody's saying Jared Allen, but Cleveland don't look like they coming up off him. So, that's almost like that's not even really feasible.
Yeah, and then Miles Turner.
Didn't they have a list? Didn't they have a list of guys that the Pelicans? I think I saw this. Hold on.
The family's saying Claxton. How you feel about Claxton, Lex? Got somebody to do the switch off.
Yeah,
can't shoot. Though.
I mean, I've stated like in past streams that I like Claxton.
25
I mean, he's definitely active. He's definitely active around the boards. But it's funny because I don't know. I look at him and I look at JV, and it's like what Claxton has, JV didn't have, and what JV has, Claxton didn't have. I don't think he's a good free throw shooter. He can't shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? He's basically a running big. He blocks shots. I don't even think he is as good of a rebounder like JV is. So, I mean, it's an opportunity cost. I mean, at this point, it definitely is because JV's already signed with the Wizards. But yeah, I mean, I like his activity around the glass and stuff. You definitely really saw what he could do, especially with all the attention that he got when Kyrie and KD were on the team. So, I mean, he did very well. I think he can bring that same intensity to the Pels. But I don't know if they willing to pay that price. I mean, they weren't willing to pay JV.
I'm wondering what the Pels are thinking about their rebounding. Knowing that DeJounte Murray is probably one of the better rebounding point guards in the league. Are they taking that in consideration with the bigs they're looking at, I wonder?
I don't know. That's a good question, DC. I don't know. You would think they are, huh? You think they'd be looking at everything, right? When they're putting everybody together, you would think they kind of factor that.
Hey, BQ, if that was the case, I wouldn't have to ask the question, brother. Some of the stuff I thought they would have, they just didn't do, and it was so obvious.
The faith is very low, isn't it? Yeah, I got you, brother. I understand that. And
I thought they would have fired Alvin Gentry as soon as they started everything.
I know, yeah, I know the faith. You're asking a good question because that's true. We don't have a lot of faith in David Griffin. I mean, he's made a bunch of bad moves. The DeJounte Murray move was a solid 1-30. Yes, it's one. He made a ton of moves. Only problem is, it's like people don't be remembering all of this. Like he made one good move, cast out all the 5 or 10 bad moves he made.
Everybody was pumped.
I see it. Yeah, I see it,
man. And I was like,
I'm not mad at him being, excited because that's a good move.
Yeah, it is a good move.
About a good move.
Come on, Lex. You gotta be excited. Like you didn't give up PI. So it's like that's the excitement.
Wait a second. Listen. Y'all know how many mistakes that dude made? It was a lot. I'm not gonna forget. Just because you make a one good move does not mean that replaces the 30 moves that you didn't get right.
No,
There's
I agree
still a lot of work.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
You can't get too high and you can't get too low.
I just think they did enough for us to be excited.
And that's great. But the thing is that we gotta wait to see how everything pans out. You gotta wait to see, because the thing is, it's not done, and we gotta see how it all pans out. Because once all the smoke blows over, we're gonna be able to see, okay, who make a clear decision on who's going to be in the starting lineup.
Well,
But
we
right
got
now,
enough.
now, we don't have that for real. It's really fuzzy.
I can tell you what your starting lineup gonna be. It's gonna be DeJounte,
I thought DJ was
Herb
on.
Jones, CJ, Zion, and whoever we get at center. That's just starting
See,
lineup
you
right
see
there,
what
man.
I'm saying?
I can let you
Whoever
know.
we get
I
at
can
the
let you
number.
know.
Look, you might as well put Missy there. You might as well just put
Might
him
as
there
well.
'cause he's the only true five.
Very well might be. Messi might go into training camp and in summer league and Willie get eyes just get big like it did for her. And he's like, "Oh, we gotta start him. We gotta start him. He learns so fast."
Right. They did say that. They kept
You never
saying that.
know. You never know. They
Just
might be telling us one thing, and the whole time they're trying to do something else. They getting Harrison Barnes. They just looking for a spare part center. We start Messi.
Bryson Graham said that, DC, and Bryson
He can switch all, baby. Switch everything.
Bryson was giving a major praise about how he learned so fast and how they never seen a guy at his size. And then of course, the Octopus was there cheerleading and the commentary on that. But, you know, right, you don't forget all the bad moves, but the DeJounte Murray move was a good move.
You got to cover, man.
Right. It is a lot of bases you got to cover. Ain't no doubt about it. So, I mean,
Mike Garcia is pointing something out. He said being a GM or president ain't easy.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hell no, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
You mean VP of operations? Hey, it is if you well, shoot, he ain't even that. He ain't even the GM. That's crazy that we still get into that, man. He's it's like, what is his job description again?
Vice President of Basketball Operations.
Yeah, he's president. He's not a GM. We got, which is sad. We're still calling. Look, who's the GM? Bryson Graham. He's the GM.
Right. But people are saying, well, you know who runs this, who really runs this.
And it's crazy. But that's very interesting that you put the GM of president.
Right. Well, that's because they know exactly who's running it. You got Bryson right there. We know Bryson's still learning. And you know, Griffin was doing the same type of stuff with Trajan Langdon was here. That's how he got Van Gundy there. That wasn't a Trajan Langdon hire. You know, but that was Griffin. But he does manipulate. That's why we call him the Octopus here. But yeah, a lot of different things. We'll be watching it, man. We'll be seeing what's going on, man, here. But yeah, it could be very well waiting for Paul George to get out of the way and see how this stuff really gets animated. Because I'm watching a lot of the stuff online. A lot of the rumor mill stuff talking about Golden State and what they're trying to do. They're getting desperate. They need to improve. The Clippers is another team, and I know they all kind of ways crazy, but then you have to get other teams involved in some of these moves. So there are quite a few teams, man, that's out there that's just sitting back, just doing the knowledge. And then sooner or later, when certain chips fall, you're going to see them step to the forefront, and we'll see if we can get some good trading going on here. Shout out to Wasif Ashraf, I hope I'm saying your name right, fam. Says Pelicans likely to retain Ingram. Was on the block, but they are preparing early to make an effort to hold on to his services. That being said, CJ McCollum is now on the block. CJ McCollum, come on now. He says, and will be moved. So ask Wasif. I hope I'm saying your name right. Wasif in the chat is saying that. He's saying that he believes that Brandon Ingram, the Pelicans will keep Brandon Ingram and then, you know, take care of him monetarily speaking, and then move BI off the trade block and put CJ on the forefront to move him on up out of there. I think that's what he's saying right there. So, I mean, well, you know, I guess it's all good, brother. We got to keep it moving. I mean, all things are on the table, isn't it?
My man, Stacy Van Diver said, what about Nas Reed? That's big Minnesota has.
I don't think he's on the block.
I don't think he would be either, but you talking about giving a Brandon Ingram? Like, I mean, you don't think they consider they look like a team that's mashing the gas too, man. Where they willing to pay the tax and they trying to go for it all right now.
How tall is Nas Reed?
Yeah, what is he like?
Probably like 6'11". I don't think he's a legit 7-footer, but he's pretty close.
I don't think he's
I
6'11".
don't care though.
We
He played bigger
rounded
than what he
up.
is.
He's
He's
6'10".
No,
6'10".
I'm saying because the thing
don't know.
is that he can shoot the three and he would stretch the floor well.
He's 6'9"
Yeah.
according to this. 6'9".
I don't
according-
care. He play
He's not
like
6'10".
he's 7 foot. So I don't care.
You still gotta have some size though, man.
He got me
When I say
seized.
size, I mean you still got, man.
Right,
Look,
right.
let me tell you something, man. You still got Jokic, you still got Embiid, you still got Wemby, you got Triple J and Edie. Okay, you got
Speed kills too, Lex. You know.
No,
You
chicken.
can do it with speed too.
Hey, size still matters. I don't care what nobody says, man. Size still matters
Let's
because
pineapple
size,
chicken.
the big, hey,
You,
got
I know
guys
you're
like
hungry. Stop
Jokic
it.
and Embiid.
Lex said
And,
chicken.
Giannis, he's a 7-footer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like size still does matter. It really is. Shoot, who won the championship? Chris Stapps. Did y'all see him? Y'all see?
I mean, but he didn't even play. Like he won one game and then he got hurt.
Hey, he played and
They
when
won
he
it
did
without
play,
him.
he did.
Really?
Hold on, DC. Let her finish.
When he did play, he was playing well. All I'm saying is that we need some 7-footers, people. You can't look. Small ball is not the answer to everything. I know Willie Green loves that. He loves it to death, literally. But the thing is, in every situation, small ball is not always going to be the answer. Look, we saw it many a times when JV was on the team. All we did was dump it down and he opened up shots for the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Like he was killing some of these teams. He was killing them. The thing is, we just didn't continue to go to him. We switched it up. But hey, man. You gotta excuse me. Why she say that? Stop listening to every word, DB. Anyway,
Said no chicken to DC, and I said, Lex, stop that. That's pineapple chicken.
You talking about pineapple chicken? This nigga home. Lex say that though. I'd heard us say that a lot. Lex be all in the background. No chicken.
You went.
And that's a good point too, Stacy. That's a good. You need a 7-footer because Zion is 6'6". You know, we know Zion is down there.
We have a 7-footer. His name is Yves Mises.
No.
So
again, I'm asking: are we starting Misi? Are we starting him? Are we content with just having him? You still need a backup. You still need a backup.
I agree.
Look,
I agree.
Look, the other
but you talking about Nas Reed though, man. It's like
DC,
I'm not comparing the man. I'm not comparing the man to Ben Wallace. But if you had,
you hear me?
Hypothetically, if you had Ben Wallace as your starting center, are you still saying you need a 7-footer? Well, Ben Wallace.
But DC, listen, Nas Reed is not available for trade, brother.
You have to look at the times.
They gotta make. Don't they?
Jerry is gonna say Kevin Looney. He ain't a 7-footer either, but he's another guy that you put him on guys that are 7-footer and
who's 6'10" or 6'11". We rounding up to 7 foot. Okay.
Man, I'm not one of the people. I don't believe just because somebody 2 inches taller that automatically makes them like better.
How tall are you?
I mean, you need a 7-footer. You know what I'm saying?
Look, okay. Can we put a poll in the chat? Look, do y'all think
whoever y'all get it started, they don't have to necessarily be a 7-footer.
Big, or are y'all cool with small ball bigs? Just having small ball bigs. Can you put that in the poll? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe
what's the question, Lex? The extra people.
If the Pelicans need a 7-footer big, okay, mobile big, you know what I'm saying? Or are we cool with having small ball bigs?
I don't consider Nas Reed a small ball big though.
But he's 6'9". You
he's
talking about
when he puts shoes on, he's 7 feet. He damn near 7 feet with shoes on.
Who is the competition that you're going up against? Who is the competition?
DC, imagine him playing without shoes.
Guarding Jokic.
It's 1 inch.
If Missy gets in foul trouble against Jokic, who do we have coming in to guard Jokic?
Messi.
Nobody can guard Jokic. I'm not even trying to die on that hill, Lex.
We gotta let
Nobody can do it.
we gotta let Jokic score so we
we're
can
playing
stop
the
his
It's
teammate.
done.
Who do we have
You-
guarding Embiid?
You cooked with a 7-footer. Did you not see what happened to Goldberg and Big Cat? You still cooked. You're not stopping Jokic.
These are quality bigs that you can that you can get in foul trouble with if you are too small. Who do you have coming off the bench, or who do you have to guard those guys? You
You can get somebody to take some fouls. You get your guy that'll take some fouls. He's gonna probably take some fouls his rookie year. He's 7
You
foot.
only get 6 fouls. Oh my lord!
Let me
How
stop.
many
Let me
fouls you
stop
get in the
messing with
NBA,
you.
y'all? Can you put a poll on that?
I'm trying, Lex. I'm trying to
Put
figure it
4,
out.
5, or 6 fouls. How many
You're not
fouls do you
stopping them
get?
guys, man. You're not stopping them. You're
Should
not
we go?
stopping AD.
But
You're not
still have
stopping
to-
Jokic.
You
You're not
still have
stopping
to get
Embiid.
something.
You're not stopping none of them guys.
So
Lex.
do we
I don't
have
care
nobody
who. I
guard them?
don't care who you
Just
got.
get free shots. Just get free shots. We ain't gonna put nobody on you because you know
No,
what?
you
We don't have
Come
nobody.
on,
you
Lex.
can play defense on them to the best of your ability, but just because they are 7-footer, don't mean they're gonna stop them.
All right, Lex.
Willie
over
Hernan
here.
Gomez
are we
played some
giving
of
them free
the
reign?
best defense I've
Is that
seen
better?
on Jokic
Are
as
we
far as
gonna
our
compete?
team.
Are
And
we
he's
gonna
6'10".
compete, DC? Are we gonna compete? Are we
Come
trying
on,
to
Lex.
compete?
Come on, of course.
I'm
It's
trying to figure out how to phrase
another poll
this
question.
question.
Are we trying to
Of
compete?
course.
Yes
Lex.
or no?
Lex, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase your question. Should we go with 2 7-footers or 2 9 7-footers? Is that what you're asking? What's the proper way to ask the family members the question?
I don't know. I don't
DC
know.
equals
I
chicken.
mean, or some small ball bigs, because we know Willie Green
I'm
loves
about to
small
eat some
ball
butter
bigs,
chicken.
but small ball is not going to do it every time, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. You know, you have to have look, man, the NBA is about matchups, right? It's about matchups. It's
Can
like,
we go? Can we have one for the other? You don't want 1 7-footer and a small ball big. Is that what you're saying, Lex? You want 2 7-footers, right?
do we
You want two.
is
I agree. You need one. They don't have to. Whoever the starting center is, I don't think they necessarily have to be exactly 7 feet tall. But I don't want nobody 6'7".
Anthony Davis, and I think Tramal, you mentioned Chet Holmgren too. Like, man, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you.
We could go get Kessler Walker and watch Willie bench him, and he's 7 foot because he can't do the switch off. I'm just thinking about what fit the team and their whole skill set and what we gonna do.
You still gotta have size. I don't care what nobody says, man. You still gotta have size.
I mean, you can sign a dude. You can sign another dude, a serviceable big, just because he's 7 foot.
See that around the league.
Oh,
you clearly see that. You know what I'm saying? I understand what Willie's philosophy is, but again, we also saw that killed him many a times. It did kill him. We saw how many times he went with Larry Nance. Y'all saw the games, right? Come on, am I lying?
No,
you about to be mad, Lex, because they got. I'm looking at one report. I don't know how true this is.
Hey man, I don't want.
They say the
Pelicans
are interested in Isaiah Stewart. He's shorter than Nas Reed.
That's good. You talk about shortening his career. You talk about shortening his career. That's definitely gonna do it. That's not doing him no justice. Cause I can see Willie doing that. I bet you that. I mean, you know what you said, DC.
What?
You know what I'm saying? As far as how Willie sees Zion, mentioning Draymond and all that junk, that's crazy.
I don't think you think really see him like that. I was joking around.
He said it on media day,
to,
man. He said it on media day. He said it on media day before the season. You want to?
I don't think he would do that.
The reporter
for the whole period of a game. No, I don't think Willie that crazy.
He is that
not
crazy.
Not with Zion. Lex. It's too much. That's too much pressure on him. You're gonna get him hurt.
Yeah,
but I could see him. I could see him doing that depending on the matchup and what the other team looks like. Like if we got a team that's not really big, but
just somebody there rolling out a 6'10" dude and a 7-footer, man. You can't have Zion playing center that game.
Sharpbrook said
Come
DC
on, now.
works.
Huh?
Sharpbrook says DC works your nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. What you want me to reply to that?
Pineapple chip. All right. So Lex, that was the funniest moment of the show when Lex called DC a chicken, non-chicken. And I was like, nah.
How
Lex,
you gonna self-proclaim the funniest moment of the show? The people in the chat gotta see what
To
the
me-
funniest moment of the show is.
to me, DC, to me. Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, you're
to me.
entitled to your own opinion.
Right. Just
I don't
like you.
trust your judgment though, because I know you're hungry as hell. You've been talking about chicken all day. And
I'm already eating, sir. You the one talking about
You eat?
That's
I thought you ain't eat. Why you do the show? That's nasty.
Brother.
Q. Don't touch that mic.
Bro, listen. You the one got in your car and drove over there to that curry spot.
Yeah,
I
I
know
went and got some butter chicken, but I'm civilized. My food is still in the wrapper, waiting for the podcast to be over, like a civilized person.
what you talking about. I haven't eaten anything, man. What you talking about, bro?
Oh, I thought you said you was eating just now. Oh,
I
my
didn't.
bad. You eat invisible prawn. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Exactly.
I
Pot.
forgot.
We potting, bro. We potting. I wouldn't dare do that.
Hey, you eating right now, or are you not? Because you don't need to talk with your mouth full of piranha, bro. That's disrespectful.
All right, enough of this. Lex, we got your poll up here. And listen, fam, y'all chime in the poll, man. We got 300 plus people in the stream. Y'all feel free to hit the like button if you enjoy DC and if he's working your nerves. Shout out to y'all. Yeah. Sharpbrook says DC's working. He works your nerves. All right, that's all good. DC, my dog, man. All right, so anyway, let's see. Should we go with 2 7-foot bigs or small bigs? The poll says.
How do you feel about Wendell Carter Jr. Still too small, Lex? He like 6'10".
DC, can I finish the poll? Can I finish announcing the poll, brother?
Oh, all right.
You interrupted him.
Yeah, brother. Come on, let me.
That's what I do. But he cracks jokes on me, and I cut him off. That's how it goes.
That's what you're doing. Oh,
As long
okay.
as you crack jokes on me, I'ma just talk what I want to talk. Hey. It's 2 against 1 up here. Y'all be coming at me with the jokey jokes, so I got to get my points out when I can get them.
Let's
we start playing Reading Rainbow videos and stuff.
Oh, that's what you're doing? I wonder why this dude keep cutting me off. He doing that shit purposely.
It's all love, man. It's all love.
I start talking to Pole. This dude just started blabbing. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
I hope not, Tasha. I hope not.
All right, should we go with 2 7-foot?
Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate that.
Should we go with 2 7-footers?
And you are definitely right, Marley, but you off by like a couple of feet. It's more like 9 feet, dog.
Could you stop doing that, bro, so I can finish the poll?
I'm sorry. I didn't know you was talking. I thought you was eating the prawn. I'm sorry.
I'm talking. I'm trying to announce the poll results. Anyway, man, I ain't gonna do it. Y'all see the damn poll, and I'm not going for that. Let's go to DJ, man. Shout out to DJ, State of the Pelicans. Thank you for your super chat, sir. He says, well, I don't know because we
DJ
Carlo on the mark.
Hey, wait, how tall is Carlo? Carlos 7-footer, right?
Gone.
Carlo is 6'10". He's 6'10".
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's not really. He's not a. He's a G League member. Do they bring him over?
I got another question though on the center thing. How do we feel about weight? Does it only matter with height, or should it also be like, if you want a 7-footer or you get some size, should it be weight as well? Because with centers, to me, I think that matters just as much as the height. Like, what is it weight?
But can't you have both of them though, DC? Can you have a guy that has the length and that can move? Can we get both of them?
It's hard to get somebody who's 7 foot, fills out weight wise, and then is mobile and can move on point guard. If you're that, you're probably getting paid, bro.
I mean, the bigs ain't getting paid like that right now. The market ain't driving that. They're not.
I mean, when I say getting paid, I mean like 25 million.
What does Wendell Carter fit?
Aiden got 30 million a year, and we talking about getting him. That's what I mean, getting paid.
2K Nola says, he's asking about Wendell Carter. Does Wendell Carter fit that? Does he fit the size paradigm and also the ability? Because
He's not a 7-footer. He's 6'10". He an inch taller than Nas Reed.
But what I'm saying is all of these guys that we're talking about here, and everybody's throwing in the chat about the centers and all of these centers, they have to fit Willie Switchall. That's what it is. They have to fit the Switchall. They got to be able to fit his system. So if we narrow that down to the guys that are available, and Miles Turner is not available, according to what they're trying to get rid of Ben Mathurin. Matter of fact, I seen I told you
they got to get rid of somebody. Q. They signed Obi Toppin a $60 million contract too. So
that's right.
They can't strap over there a little bit, bro.
Right. So
504 Doc mentioned the Portland has 3 centers.
Who's the third center?
Think about them. Well, they just drafted a center.
Robert Williams.
Yeah. Robert Williams, and they got clean.
He's coming off of injury, and then you got Ayton. Then they had somebody else. I thought they had somebody else.
Klingon.
And I can't put no faith in Robert Williams. Though. I mean, as the reserve, that's cool, but that dude get hurt all the time. I ain't seen him since Boston.
Oh, heck, he not, Jamal.
At one point, Robert Williams was the dude when he was with Boston. I'm like, yeah, that dude would help us out, but he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy, so they kind of stuck.
I like his game, but he's small. He's a smaller dude too, but he can switch. Well, he used to. I don't know now with his injuries. Didn't he have like some knee injuries and stuff? He might not be as mobile now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
might be looking at a totally different player than the way we remember.
Look, I don't mind the small ball. I want to make this clear. I don't mind the small ball. I'm just saying it's not the answer in every situation.
Yeah, I agree.
NBA is about matchups.
I agree with that too.
It's about matchups. And the thing is, we want to be able to match up with any team.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say. And this is one thing that killed Willie last season. We saw it with Larry Nance. Larry Nance was, he wasn't a rebounder. You know what I'm saying? He's mobile, but he wasn't a rebounder. And taking those hits with those guys, that's a lot to ask.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they got some stuff to work on here, man. No doubt about it. But we're gonna see what they do, man. We're gonna see what this is gonna be an interesting summer, man. It really is, man. Rolling through. But man, we're gonna get ready to kind of close the stream down. Listen, fam, we appreciate y'all chiming in. Almost 3 hours of Pelican content on this Sunday night, covering all the latest stuff. Man, shout out to Big V for getting his $30 million on 3 years with the Wizards. Shout out to Najee getting his 3 on 27. Man, shout out to those guys getting contracts on the first day of free agency. Former Pelican players getting paid.
One last bit of news. Q. Paul George will meet with the 76ers very soon. They're saying in LA. So they say they are prepared to offer him 4 years, $212 million.
And that's the
Philly.
The Sixers, okay.
Philly. So Orlando's probably out of it after the call Cadwell Pope.
Yeah, it's getting narrowed down, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it is.
So we'll see, man. Hopefully we'll be back soon to be reporting BI is getting moved to wherever.
Perhaps CJ gets moved. I don't know. If not BI, CJ, if both of them.
That would be a dream, but it's probably one or the other. And if I was a betting man at this point, I have to say BI.
Yeah, we got to keep it pushing on both of them, brother. To be honest with you, man. But
you stuck with CJ for one more year, Q. Hate to disappoint you.
Okay. Well, you might have something there, brother. And then again, I hope you're wrong, man.
I hope I'm wrong too, but just look at the Pels and all their moves.
They got a lot
looking like a JJ Redick situation all over again. So.
That is true. Lil V Man pointed out something. Summer League is coming up
next week.
Not for us, it's not next week. I think our first game is July 12th, so that'd be like the week after next.
Oh yeah. Okay.
for us, but I think
yeah,
summer
'cause,
league does start
June,
next week though.
yeah, June. Well, it's the 30th today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we got you. But yeah, it's coming up quick though. Got a whole
Yeah.
lot to talk about. See how
Yeah.
the rookies do in the summer league.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'll
Seahawks.
be nice, and the undrafted guys as well.
Yeah, we see Hawk and all them guys out there get this shine on, man. We can get
Hey,
Get to see
I'm
Reese's,
expecting-
man. That's what I want to see, y'all. See the
I'm
7-foot
expecting
Herb
good-
Jones.
the 7-foot.
Fall in love.
Great things from Jordan Hawkins though. Like he's gonna be the guy to lead the troops.
Yeah. And hopefully this be his last summer league.
Yep, July the 12th, DC Friday will be Friday, July the 12th, game 1 versus the Timberwolves, 4:00 ESPN2, Thomas and Mack. Then the second game would be Sunday, July the 14th. Let me put it on a big screen for y'all. Y'all can be able to see the summer league schedule here. It is, and the game number 2 against the Magic, 6:30 on Sunday, July the 14th. Then Tuesday the 16th, game 3 against the Spurs. It's a 9:30 game, NBA TV. Thursday, July the 18th, game 4 against the Grizz, afternoon game, NBA TV. And then, of course, July the 20th or July the 21st for game number 5 to be determined. So there you go, summer league schedule. Rolling out first selections, Misi, second round edition, Antonio Reeves are expected to headline the summer league roster that will take place in the 2025 summer league or the 224 summer league showcase at the University of Nevada in Las Vegas next month. So we'll start seeing some of those guys. The Pelicans also added undrafted free agents Keon Brooks Jr., Jermaine Cousinard, hope I'm saying that right, in the days following the draft. Keon Brooks Jr. started his college career at Kentucky and played his final 2 years of basketball at Washington, where he averaged 21 points a game on 46% shooting in 32 games. Cousinard also is a proven scorer, averaged almost 17 points, 4.6 rebounds, 3.3 assists per games at Oregon, and shot 40% from the field and 34% beyond the arc. He opened the NCAA tournament with 40-point performance in the Ducks win over South Carolina on March the 21st. He's 25 years old, and Brooks is 23. So that's a couple of the guys that they're talking about headlining the show that's going to happen in the summer league coming up in middle of July. So that's something we have to watch out for. And in between that time, until that happens, there'll be a lot of stuff cooking with the Pelicans in terms of the trades and signings and all this kind of stuff. By that time, fam, we should have a good look at what the Pelicans looking like, and some of the moves that have been made. So we'll have a good look at some acquisitions here, depending on how they move, this type of stuff. We should see some good stuff popping before we get to middle of July.
Hey, is this summer league? Is this the one that's in Vegas, or is this one of the off ones?
No, this one's.
I thought they all were in Vegas.
They got one. No, they got one in They had one in Utah, and I know they formed one in the East.
This one's in Vegas, Lex.
Oh,
this is the
okay.
one that's in Vegas. Yeah, they got like 3 of them. I won't say like what 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, they do.
But the big one is the one in Vegas.
Yeah, that's the Vegas one. All right. So anyway, shout out to the fam, man. Let me give Lex and DC the last word on before we get on up out of here. And by the way, your poll, Lex, should we go with 2 7-footers or small bigs? 77% of the people says 2 7-footers versus 22% of the people said 2 small bigs. So there you go.
Thank y'all for proving me right.
Don't cry, Lex. No.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I mean, hey, you just want to match up well with the league, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at your competition. You got to keep up with the trends. So, it makes sense.
I'm
DC,
sorry.
you want to go so I can counter anything you got? No, I'm just playing.
Feel free. I mean, Big Q gonna get mad because the show ain't gonna go. You know how we do.
I'm just messing with you.
Keep it going. But yeah, shout out to the family. Appreciate all y'all in the chat, man. Good show. Still very curious about what we wind up with as far as the center position. I'm prioritizing skill over an inch or two, but I definitely don't want no two small ball centers, 6'8". 2 7-foot centers would be ideal. Like, I agree. But if I got to choose between them being 7 foot and talent, I'm gonna take the talent if they can get the job done. But man, so we had a whole day here of almost and still ain't got nothing. So we see if BI more than likely it's looking like he probably winds up in Sacramento. Just very curious, man, and I guess it won't stop, right, until maybe July 6th to see who we get back as far as a big man, because I don't think they complete this trade until July 6th with DeJounte Murray. And looking at what you're seeing now, it might be BI added in this with another team as well.
No, Mike, don't do that. Mike says DC needs to send us out in Gundy voice and get the flock out of here. Don't do that, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, man.
Maybe another night, Mike.
Go ahead and do what the man asked, bro. Send us out. Remember you had that mixtape cover?
You just said no, and now you go.
No, I'm saying, bro. The man asked. Go ahead,
man. They got alcohol in that Prana, bro.
DC, you gonna do it for the brother, man? Let me see if I can find Stan Van Gundy mixtape cover.
The mixtape cover?
Yes.
Or you can do it in your Jamaican voice.
That'd be
nah, he wants Stan Van Gundy. We know how much you hate Stan Van Gundy.
Well, why don't you do both?
Huh?
Why don't you do both?
Do both. That's too much, Lex. I'm hungry. I ain't been eating Prana like you. I need to go eat my butter chicken.
There you go. DC go Stan Van's mixtape cover.
Well, that was back in the day when I was in Detroit, but now I'm in New Orleans. And if you got something bad to say about my country, you get the fuck out of here and go fuck yourself.
do the bird sound again.
I'm going to eat my Rocky Roads ice cream and feel the food. No.
Oh, gosh.
We ain't getting none of that, DC. It broke up, bro. I think it mixed your sound, bro.
You got the gist of it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, thank y'all, man, for joining us tonight, man. We're gonna be back at another date, man. Y'all hit the notification bell if y'all enjoyed yourself. Hit the like button, man. And we'll see you on the next stream, man. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all tonight, man. Much love, and go Pelicans. Peace.
Show us the edge, the chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Try to win on every level, yeah. Expectations high, gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter, baby. Put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlook. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That Too.